What's up, everybody? Special guest tonight. We have Sal Capano joining us. And please tell me if I'm saying your last name wrong.
You got it. You got it.
The Italian last name. I got it.
You got it.
Thank you so much for joining tonight.
My pleasure. Are we seeing two chats? Are we able to see my chat room?
Yep, you're seeing your chat and you're seeing my chat on the. Can you see the comments on the side?
Can't see. Let's see here. Can't quite see the comments. Hold on. Let's see here.
Your people are here. I could see them.
Okay. All right. Well,
oh wait, no, it's Max's and Shibby's that are here actually. So I'm wondering if you're connected to yours.
All right. Should I hit that little orange button on the bottom?
Does it say dual stream to yours?
Let's see. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I can't see my chat, but they're on there, right?
No, it just says it's Matt. Shibby's going to come on and help us in once because he's good with all this. So he's going to come on and help.
Okay, great.
He'll be right in.
All right, because I was on my live and
yes,
and then
he's going to help.
Okay.
He's good at that.
All
Shibby,
right,
hop on in the back when you get a moment.
Hello, everybody. I can't see the chat, but I hope everybody's doing well. Those are there.
Thank you guys so much for being here, being live with us. Yeah, everyone's like, Shibby's always doing a great job helping everyone in the streams. He is. He'll be right on, he said. So he'll help us get yours linked together.
Okay.
And then we'll have your people here as well. That'll be awesome. How's your trip so far?
It's good. It's perfect. 30 degrees cooler, about an hour from Vegas, Michelle, and a little light rain, but it's nice.
Oh, that's
good to get
awesome.
away. Good to get away. We'll be here for a little bit. So
up here, Shibby. Hey,
okay.
Shibby, thank you.
Hey, Shibby.
One sec.
Can you help? Can you hear us?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
I can hear you. We're trying to get my chat. We're trying to get my chat, Shibby. They were there right before the live, but now I can't see my chat or any chat.
I'm watching yours on another monitor. So what you have to do is you can't do both at the same time. So you'll have to either dual stream from backstage here and start a new stream, or share your screen and use a whole separate device to communicate.
Okay. But they're on there, but they can see us all, correct?
No, you're kind of frozen up on yours.
Because he's here. Unless we join Sal's, I guess we could join Sal's live.
They can hear us. Let me just one second. Let me just double check. Okay. So I got to mute a few things here.
Take your time.
Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone who's here. Thank you so much. Laura says, hey, Michelle, Sal, everyone in the chat. Hey, Sal, Jody.
Yeah.
Hey, Jody.
Hey, everyone.
Okay. So there's this blue thing on top, Shibby, to my right. I'm on my phone. I'm camping. Yeah. So I'm on my phone here. It says
stream to your audience.
Says this is to your. Go ahead and hit that.
Yeah, but that'll start a whole separate stream.
Okay.
So what you do is don't end the one you're on. Start the new one. Give it a title and all that, and then you'll be dual streaming from backstage and Michelle's, and we can just all. It'll integrate everything together. Then take the link for the new one on your YouTube and tell your mods to put it in your chat that you're going to end the other one. That's the only way you can integrate.
That's like 20 steps. We're like,
all right, but so right now my chat's frozen. Then
your chat is frozen. They'll not see you talk to her. So what you have to do is up in the top corner, do that first. Start a stream to your audience. Give it a title. It'll just start a whole new stream.
I already have the title and everything all set up.
Then copy and paste it. You'll have to make a new one through Michelle, exactly like this one. up in that top right corner. It takes 2 seconds. Like when you click it, it's just like making your own stream when you dual stream, but it you just don't get to choose a time, and because it's already started.
Right.
So just hit that dual stream, give it the same title, the same description, turn your ads on or whatever you choose, and if you put a thumbnail, you can do that on YouTube, or you don't need a thumbnail, and just hit start, and it'll start, and then get your moderators to get everyone before you end the other one. Get your moderators to send everyone to that new link that you make, and then boom, it'll be perfect. And
Okay, no,
he could do that from his phone. Should be fine.
He can. It's more difficult on your phone, but if you're using StreamYard, it's just right there. If you just right click it, it'll give you a chance to from Michelle's. So I would leave yours and do it. That's the only thing I can say, because it won't integrate.
Take the link from Sal's and join Sal's channel. I don't know what might be easier.
That might be easier.
I think it'll be harder because I'm dual streaming from you, and Max is going to dual stream from you already. So if he doesn't join this, it's the only way you can do, unless you have 2 devices. You got to share your screen to your audience and then mute.
I have an iPad. I have an iPad. Let me get my iPad. I don't know
and then
what
you
that.
could call in from another one. You'll need 2 devices, but you'll need to share your screen and then watch Michelle's channel, share it to your people, and then get on the other device and call her separately.
So what's the easiest way, I guess, for him to?
The easiest way is for him to make the new stream, to hit that dual stream to your audience, start a fresh one, and before you end your other one, get everyone to come to that new one, and then it'll be perfect, because you need a dual stream to integrate.
All right, I'm going to hit this little, it says this live discussion, this little blue button. I'm going to hit that, and I can always, okay, let me try it.
So you're backstage, right? Yeah, you're backstage now in Michelle's. So your people don't even know what's going on. So I'll go type in your chat to hold on. He's going to put a new link. How's that? And I'll tell your mods to do that for you.
Go ahead and do it.
Just make a new one, and I'll tell your mods what to do, okay?
Okay.
Tell them to listen. Hopefully they listen. I'll put mods in your chat right now. This is Shibby. Sal starting a new one. So you just make a whole fresh one, and then afterwards you'll probably want to end the one you've started, because it's going to confuse people, and it'll be perfect.
Okay. Give it a shot.
Make sense? Do it.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
I'm telling your mods now, so you probably won't have to worry about anything else except ending the other one.
Yeah, I don't have mods, Shibby, on mine.
Oh.
So that could be a dilemma.
You'll have to do it yourself. I won't type that then. I'll just tell them what you're going to be doing, and it'll take you a little longer.
Someone just asked if Shibby's in IT.
No, I barely squeaked through high school, guys. I raced cars and drank beer since I was 15, and
okay,
a lot of stuff up.
Let me. What if I just tell them to come on? Let's see here.
If you want it to be on your channel, the only way to do it is to set that new stream up. Set a new stream up.
Just tell them to come on over to
the new one that you made.
Just can you go on my chat right now? Can you see my chat?
I am.
Just come on. Leave the link to Michelle. Is that easier? Isn't that easier? Just forget my stream.
I can't drop links, so I can tell them to come, because only mods can do that, right? So I can tell them to come to Michelle's, but if you want to stream it to your channel, you'll have to set up a new one.
Okay, that's no problem. Just if you could, just go on there.
If you don't care, I can just tell your people to come to me and Michelle.
That's good. Just leave a link to Michelle's right now. Put her link.
I can't leave a link, but I'll tell them to come to either Michelle's or my channel, because it's going to be the same. I'll tell them to come to Michelle's, and then I'll catch residual. Don't you worry.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'm doing it right now.
Max is in the chat too, selling people to come over here.
Yeah, just tell them and just.
How about I'll do that, and you guys start your talking now, and I'll just jump back off. But I'm here if you guys need me. Okay, I'll go backstage. I'll tell all your people.
Shibby. Thank you so much.
So don't start your interview for a few minutes to give everyone a chance to acclimate or whatever.
All right.
Okay, that sounds good.
We'll just pitch that. Okay, yeah, and you can actually type in there the channel though.
Oh yeah, I can type in. I just can't put links. So I put Sal's. I'm going to put Sal's. Going to end this live. Go to watch Michelle's on Cases and Conversations. Sal is going to start in 5 minutes. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So you guys can. I'll be backstage. Okay. I'll do all that. I'll make sure. Give the people a few minutes.
let me know when you do that. Then I'll go and I'll end that live.
Cool. Give me, I'll do it right
Yeah.
now, actually, while we're on.
Okay.
So I'll put Sal's ending this live. Sal's ending this
I can't.
live.
So funny.
Go to Michelle's
Hey, Lisa.
on at Cases and Conversations. Boom. That's it. It's done. I've typed it in your chat. I'll even
Okay, so
copy and
now
paste it
I'm gonna.
a couple times.
So now you're not gonna see me. Okay, so now I'm gonna just. I don't know if you'll lose me, but I'm gonna hop off and end that live now.
Okay.
But just
and
give
then
it a
you just
second or
come
two.
back.
Wait. Don't end it just yet. Don't
Okay.
end it just yet, because you want people to see
Okay.
this. So I'm going to spam your
Okay.
chat with it. How's that?
Oh,
Okay,
everyone
all right.
loves you, Sal, in the chat.
I'll
So
take one
sweet.
for the team. They're all going to be pissed at me, but you guys will have a good show. I'm
Okay, thank you,
spamming
Shibby.
your chat right now. You're very welcome. My pleasure. And so I would say give it a minute or two, end
Okay.
yours, and then carry on. And I'll be here if you guys summon me. How's that?
Okay.
Perfect.
Tell you what I'm gonna
Awesome.
do. I'm gonna walk away real quick and get my. Well, I can't do that. Shoot. I got to get on. Okay, just let us know.
Yeah, you could come back, Sal. That's okay. If you want to take a second, I'll chat
Yeah, I
with the
just wanna-
chat.
Yeah, I just want to
I'll
get
answer some
my
questions
iPad
on
so
the
I can end
chat.
it. Okay. Guys,
Okay,
can do the
perfect.
scene real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. So
Wolf Moon.
so,
I'm
yeah.
just going to answer some of the chat, Shibby, while we're here. Let's see. Also, welcome, Shibby. Thank you for assisting.
well, my pleasure. I mean, they can come and watch on Michelle's, mine, or Max's, right?
Yes, everyone's on. Oh yeah, we
Anywhere
need the
except
cigars
Sal's.
now.
Yeah, he's gonna need more than a cigar. He's got a drink or something.
I can see and hear you three. I'm on Shibby's live, so no one gets confused. Yes, I know everyone could hear him, but he's just not streaming to his channel.
Well, yeah,
He wants his
It's
people
only
to
on Sal's
come over.
channel, right? Because I'm dual streaming the way Sal should be doing it, but so everyone can hear it except Sal's people. So
Yes.
Max is also telling him in Sal's chat, go to Cases and Conversations.
Oh,
So-
yes. Oh, 857's in the chat. Hey, Damien. I hope you had a great birthday.
I think your chat knows, Sal. So I think you guys can carry on. Michelle should see her numbers jump, and I will hop off. And Max and I will make sure backstage will be waiting, and I will make sure everyone in all our chats knows what's happening.
You were able to get him. You were able to get him on and let them know.
I've spammed it. I said Sal's ending this
All right.
live. Go to Michelle's at Cases and Conversations. I've spammed
Okay.
it.
Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and end this live real quick on mine. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, they're asking about getting closer to Tucson. Yes, guys, in just a few days, heels on the ground, coming very fast. Yeah, Max is going to be on shortly as well. Yeah, there's a lot going on tonight. Let me read through the chat and just say hello to everyone. Sweet's opinions. Hi, Gary. Yeah, Gary, I am getting the giggles out of this.
So, yeah. So Max's is working perfectly. Mine is working perfectly, and yours is. And I'll tell Sal when his ends, and then I will jump out of your guys' way and let you have the amazing interview, spectacular extravaganza that is planned.
We love it.
And then I'll get to jump on whenever you want. Come back to it.
Yeah, I want to just go through a few questions with Sal. I want to hear his opinion because I have a lot of questions for him. Guys, I have so many notes here. As you all know, I'm a note taker. You know how that goes.
And also afterwards, Sal doesn't have to worry about anything. As soon as he ends that one and just talks to you, his people should see it. And
Yeah, I just went on there and told him as well. So now I'm going to go to my studios real quick and try to end this live.
Yeah, you'll need to, because they'll be confused. It's frozen with no audio. And next time afterwards, I will. I'll don't even worry about it. Just have your great interview, and I'll explain. I'll show you how to do this next time. Beforehand, all you have to do is set up your dual stream through Michelle, and it would be
Right.
perfect.
Okay. I mean, next time I'll probably be home, so I'll be on my laptop. But yes.
Yeah, true. It'll be easy. Yeah, definitely
I
easier.
know him
on
and I both have been
computers.
traveling a bunch, and we had a lot going on.
Well, hold on, guys. Let
You
me
look
just
like
end
you're
this live.
Yeah,
You
take your
sound
time.
great. You look great, Sal, and you're in an awesome area. So I can tell there's a great kind of camping vibe. It's always a relaxing vibe there. It feels.
I know I'm
Thank
about to
you.
be sweating in the desert soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to need a jacket in a little bit, guys. I mean, it's amazing how
Wow.
like an hour
That's-
away, well, right before we get into this chat, guys, let me end this. It's 30 degrees cooler. It's crazy. All right, let me see here. Try to get this live in.
Everyone's. I'll just keep
Yeah,
telling the
Sal's
people.
background
Yeah,
is beautiful, guys. It's so pretty. How's everyone's day going? Michelle, please repeat that to Shibby, my last message. I didn't see it.
I'm not seeing anything, guys. So if you're talking to me, I'm taking one for the team. It's all about Sal and Michelle right now. So
He'll be back though in like 10 minutes.
so I'm putting Sal's having technical difficulties interviewing in 2 minutes on Michelle's channel. You must find it.
Yeah, just trying to the internet on both devices. Okay, hold on here. I think we might. Let's see here. Live. Trying to end this live. Hold on, guys. We had a good one tonight. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's going to be good. I feel it. I've had good vibes today.
Okay, let me try to end this now. Let's see.
Yeah, we definitely have some surprises for everyone next.
Oh,
We put our agenda together today. We know exactly what we're doing by the hour. So excited to bring you guys along with us.
This will be great because when Michelle becomes a superstar like Sal, then I will catch shrapnel. I hope. I'm just kidding. I'm sure I will.
For some reason, it's not letting me end this live, but we'll just, let's see here. Yeah. I'm able to go into the edit, but I just can't get the live ended. I don't want to end this stream. Let's see here.
I mean, you could hop off and come back if you want. Totally up to you.
Well, I got the iPad here, so I should be able to just won't. I'm in my studio. It just won't let me.
So if you go into your studio and just hit up in the top right there, isn't it just end the stream? Are you using StreamYard or YouTube?
No, I'm on my YouTube studio. Should I go to
I've never used that. You'll have to end. I don't know. If you're not using StreamYard, I can't help you there because I don't ever go live through YouTube. It's harder. So you have to end that other live. Everyone knows where to go. So as soon as you end that, I'll let you know because I'm there spamming your chat for people to go find Michelle.
Okay, your channel. Hold on, we're getting somewhere here.
Oh, thank you, Teresa.
And don't you worry, I'm watching yours live, so I'll let you know when it ends. And then you guys can have an amazing show that was previously planned.
Okay, I think we got it here. Hold on. Got my ads.
Oh, hi, Shirley. Oh, it looks like people were trying to find it. They're like finally at the right channel.
It sounds like Sal is making a new live stream, Michelle. Are you making a new one?
No, I'm trying to end it. I'm trying to end the live that I'm on, but I'm not having. It's just not letting me.
You don't have to worry about that. I can just keep telling people to not stay there. There's only
all right. Let's do that.
People, so
yeah. Thank you.
How about you just don't worry about it?
I know. I'll just
type it in when I see new people show up. So I will jump backstage. You guys have your great show, and I'll keep every time I see 5 new people show up, I'll send them over to Michelle's. I'll keep sending them to Michelle's. Okay.
All right, Shibby, we owe you coffee.
Yes, we owe you a coffee, a hot dog, all of it.
All right.
Just get me a couple thousand more subs, and I'll be happy. I'm only kidding. Anything's fine.
You got it. You got it. Hop on the Shibby.
I'm honored to be here, and I'll leave you guys alone. Have fun.
We'll see you in a few.
Okay, let's jump into this.
All right, Sal, thank you for being here. I know you're on vacation right now in the woods. Thank you so much again.
It's my pleasure, Michelle. It's an honor and privilege. Hope everybody's well.
You've been amazing. Thank you for everything. I know you and I have like similar personalities. We're very chatty, outgoing, and it's the Italian in us, I swear.
It's the Italian. That's right.
So I just want to welcome you on. And before we get into, again, we're going to be chatting about the Nancy Guthrie case. I'm headed to Tucson. I love picking people's brains. I want to hear your thoughts. You've been following this case from the beginning. And I just want to know where you're currently at with it. I have a ton of questions that I want to ask you. There's a few videos I want to go over with you. But what initially drew you to the Nancy Guthrie case? Because I know you cover a lot. I know you do a lot of work with the homeless. You're always helping. You're just always around and doing positive. That's what drew me to your page. You're always doing something positive for the community. And I love to see that.
Thank
So
you.
I want to know, like, what drew you to this case? I know a lot of people, it's a nationwide emergency, basically. Like, this is everywhere. So
Yeah,
want
it
to hear
really
your
is.
thoughts.
It really is a shame. That's a good question. Like all of us on here. I mean, my mom, who recently passed away.
I'm sorry.
When you have an elderly lady or child or any of us on here, and it just touches you. Okay, it starts, and we all thought that, particularly when we seen the mask guy, it was going to be solved. But it hits our heart. Yes, no. I mean, to see a woman, whether it's in Tucson, Jersey, or anywhere. Um, how could you just not feel, for the family, and for Nancy, who does this kind of stuff? So yeah, when I started watching, I'm like, okay, they're going to solve this. She's going to be found. Didn't a lot of us think, okay, maybe she wandered off before we found out what happened? I just can't stop keeping Nancy's name out there. It just hit me really hard because we all have a mom, a grandmom, a mother-in-law, um, and it's just so bizarre, and it really touched my heart. So that's what made me um, investigate. And then as we continue, just our blood pressures just continue going up. It's been a roller coaster, but I'm
And
going to
that's
give you
what it
some thoughts
is.
later on, though. But
Yeah, it's constantly going, and there's so many twists and turns, and when you don't think it's going to get any weirder, it gets even crazier, and you're just like, what is actually going on? I ask myself that over and over again, and especially when new things come out or new theories, or I have these conversations with new people, and I'm like, wait, but that actually makes sense. And now my mind is spinning, and I'm thinking in a totally different way. So that's why I wanted to have this
yeah,
conversation with you.
yeah.
What has surprised you with this whole case from the beginning? Do you think it's been like lack of coverage from the family, the way that it was handled from the Pima County Sheriff Department, any sort of coverage that it's getting? Like, what are your thoughts?
Has anybody ever seen a crime scene where there's no yellow tape? I mean, whether it's New York, California, um, has anybody ever seen the first day or two, just no yellow tape, nothing around the house? That's a crime scene. That house is a crime scene. The street's a crime scene. We're all streamers, and I would have been there too. But how in the hell can they had all the main street media and the YouTubers and the pizza guy I mean, that surprised me, Michelle, in the beginning. We all tuned in and I was watching it on the TV. I'm saying, well, where's the tape? Okay, so we give them a little bit, they're not 100% sure. Nancy maybe walked out, had some kind of dementia. But then when you found out that it was a kidnap, that we're all clear, right? That's for sure. How the hell was they were letting, no disrespect to News Nation, and thank goodness Brian Anton and News Nation got and covered that blood spots. And we'll talk about that a little bit. You'll be surprised at my thoughts on that, but that's the biggest surprise. Why wasn't no yellow tape around that house? That's the first thing that detective, when he got there, he should have dispatched to the sheriff or the captain and say, hey, I'm here. We got vampire stuff, that red stuff on the step. Okay, crime scene. That's a crime. As soon as they found out, they huddled up. So that was my biggest surprise.
And that's what's so weird about it too. It took until the FBI got there 4 days later when they put the crime scene tape up finally. But after that, you've had everyone coming and going out of there. They weren't going to take the mat, which again we'll get into in a little bit. But a lot of that was very surprising. It's how it was initially handled because, like we said in the beginning, Sheriff Nanos was trying to put it basically, which I learned in this interview with Brian Enton. They say 90% of these cases is the elderly just walking away. But you would think, like with blood on the scene, there had to be something inside the house, I'm thinking, to call the homicide team in. So there had to be more blood, I'm thinking, inside the house. Like, that's not someone who just got up and walked away. So that was just very odd to me. And then has your theory changed since initially starting with this case? Did you start it and just think like, oh, this was just X, Y, and Z who did it? They're going to find Nancy. And now have you completely twisted into thinking something else?
Well, that's a good question, Michelle. And the answer to that is real quickly, no. I've been on the same from the get-go. And look, whenever a person, not all times, sees a person last, they either know something, heard something, or involved somehow. And this isn't us saying this, but this is going from Mr. T, Tommaso, right? He said, hey, allegedly, he's his words, not ours, not the chat, right? Not the news, right? Not the family, but this was the sister and him, Tommaso, who said, hey, we took her home. So a high percentage of the time. So no, I've been on that because I'm going what we know. Sometimes we go too far out the box, including myself. I want to stay in that box, and so no, Michelle, I've been, I mean, sure, I've thought of other all my lives and heard some good, perspectives and theories, but I'm still convinced on,
tell
from
me
day one.
your full theory.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly what your thoughts are.
So,
again, I love hearing what people think have happened.
So again, I want to keep it simple. So they go for they go for dinner, right? They go have dinner.
Yeah.
They have a good dinner. I believe this was pre-planned. Okay, and I believe for whatever reason we're gonna be surprised when we find out, and we'll lead into other things towards this live. But I believe they had this dinner. I'm not even 100% convinced that Nancy Guthrie, that beautiful woman, 84 years old, made it back in that house. I know. I'll beat everybody to the chat. Well, Sal, how's that explain that 2-minute garage door opening, right? What happened there? Well, I think this was a group of at least 2 or 3. How many in the chat? I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you think it was a group, because I think it was an organized. I think this was something they worked out for a few weeks, a few months, maybe even a year. But yes, I want to go on what we know. They had dinner. Supposedly, we don't even know if Tommaso and Annie drove her home together. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. And that's the last anybody's seen Nancy Guthrie. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% convinced they even brought her back in the house. I know the biggest question was, Sal, how do you explain the vampire stuff? That red stuff, right? How do you explain that? Well, I have a theory on that. I think that backyard. Now, everybody watched Brian Hinton, his latest video. I think you had it. You're gonna show it in a little bit, probably, right?
Yeah.
That wooded area on that full moon on January 31st. It's a possibility that somebody, not the perp, we don't know, but somebody came in that backyard, on that full moon from the back artery, streets from behind, at some point, walked there, was actually in that house and opened that garage. And I think very quickly, she was unalive, Nancy Guthrie. And the garage door opened from there. I believe Tommaso was in that area, in my opinion.
And do you think it's the reasoning for this was because of money? Do you feel like it was that's what I'm trying to, and also I agree, the 2 minutes from the car to the garage almost seemed like a setup to me. It was like someone opened that garage door, because you would also think they would want to clear Tommaso's name because they know he's getting so much heat for this. If they had it on video, don't you think they would have provided that to the public to say, hey, look, we had video of Nancy arriving home. We have video of the perp at the front door. I don't feel like that would hurt the...
Not necessary. And by the way, and I don't want to jump ahead too far ahead, Michelle.
Yeah.
Remember this, it was 5 to 6 weeks, that blue Honda, that CRV Tommaso had. They had that.
The woman was yelling.
His vehicle, okay, the warrant, they had his vehicle longer than Luke, longer than Carlos. Why did they have his vehicle? I think it was 5 or 6 weeks. Think about that, everybody. Why did they have Tommaso and Annie's vehicle for 5 to 6 weeks? I think, on fairness, and I've called Tim County out and the sheriff out plenty of times on my live stream, but I think They are waiting for, think of it as a puzzle, everybody. And there's that piece of puzzle, maybe two pieces. And I believe they have the information, Michelle, and to what you alluded to. I think they have that information. Remember the thumbnails. Remember those thumbnails they were going to put together, Cash Patel? And the FBI said we had a few thumbnails. We're going to create a video. We didn't hear anything. They don't owe us that. But remember that. Let's not forget, refresh everybody's memory in the chat. And that there could be a little bit of that vehicle, but think about that, everybody. 5 or 6 weeks, the longest out of all the vehicles, and then they released it. Okay, the biggest question, why come they haven't made an arrest? Well, think of, in my opinion, if there is 2 or 3, are they trying to develop all those evidence, okay, together? Because you don't want to go into the prosecution with only 85%. You want 100%.
You want to be able to convict, yeah. And even with no body, do you feel like if they never find Nancy, that's also going to be hard to, because I've always said, like, no body, no crime. How are they really going to put this person away? How do you foresee that will be handled? Like,
well, that's why this case is so complicated. See, that's another dilemma. See, that's a whole nother situation.
Layer to it. There's just layers and layers and layers of this case that there's just an issue after issue.
But just remember, they had a warrant for all those. They're all suspects, though, even though they had a warrant and they've been released. And I know there's lawsuits going on, I believe, between Carlos and Luke. Maybe Luke's was dropped, but they're all suspects. And it's a complicated situation. So if they go into this, let's just say, for an example, obvious they don't have anything on the remains. There's nothing there, right? Because they would probably say that, although the last couple of days they've been fishing around the backyard and some of the wash there, and the Pima County had a lot of rounds of 8.57s in here, but he can vouch for that. They've had some heavy rain. But think about it. They are probably trying to get that, get some flies here. They're trying to put this together, assuming there's 3 people, assuming there's 2 or 3 people, all right? Or even 1. Let's just say there's 1 person involved, okay? Same deal, okay? They got the evidence, but they want to make sure this they can go to that prosecution saying, we have no body. Go ahead. Do we go ahead and proceed, or do we go ahead and get a few more evidence? And do we get that DNA? As Sheriff Daniels says, it's all over the world. Now, I don't know about that all over the world, but I think what he meant to say, different locations through the United States. I don't know what he meant by the word. I don't know if he knows what the hell's going on. But think about it.
I don't think he knows.
5, 6 weeks they had that car. We haven't heard anything at all from the sister or the son-in-law, or Cameron, the brother. And for me, they're lawyered up. I mean, if anybody thinks they don't have a lawyer, they're definitely lawyered up. So I think that's the complex of it. They're just trying to connect that puzzle or 2. There's 2 pieces. Think of it as a puzzle. Do they go into with 2 puzzles missing, and they go into the prosecution? I got bees out here, and trying to talk. But that's the complex, in my view, of this complicated case. And it shouldn't have been this complicated, but we'll get into that later on if you want. But yeah,
and that's the issue too. And also it makes, and we're again going to chat about that a little bit more, but it also makes me think with everything, with the FBI being back in the neighborhood, with Savannah's message and different things coming out, I almost feel like something's about to hit. That's just, I have a personal feeling.
I agree.
What do you think?
I agree. And I'm not just saying it, I mean, I'm a very optimistic person, but I believe sooner than later, they're going to get the right leads and probably get somebody to confess where's Nancy Guthrie's remains. It'll be a great story if she's alive. I mean, there's some people think she's alive, and wouldn't that be a great story that we all would need in the whole world? I mean, we need that, right?
She just walks out of this and she's totally fine.
But assuming she's not, they're waiting. And I think they're getting close. And, I can't believe it, but on due all respect of the sheriff. And by the way, let me just call out the FBI too. All right. I get it. The FBI didn't come about. It was sloppy from the get-go, even on the original press conference. But I don't want to jump too far ahead. But it'd be a great story if she's alive. But assuming she's not, I believe sooner or later we're going to have a huge break in this case. Now, it might not lead to the remains right away, but I think we're going to have somebody in custody. And I think that's what's going to happen. Either that or somebody out there is going to have some child support issues, some trouble with the law, some kind of gross misdemeanor that's going to get into a felony. And they're going to go ahead and say, whoa, I got some information. What is that? to Nancy Guthrie. So it's either be that or the FBI and Pima County perhaps work together on this, put the politics aside, and find Nancy. Get justice for Nancy. So yeah, I'm with you, Michelle. I think sooner than later, I think this is going to break. Whether it breaks tonight, tomorrow, but at some point it's going to go. I don't think this is going to go on.
Yeah, I just have a weird feeling with them being back, and I don't necessarily think it's because of I know with the monsoon season, though, like maybe something, came up from that and maybe pieces of her clothing appeared, but we don't, they probably know, but they never even told us what she was wearing that night that she got taken out of the home, or how they knew that she left without shoes on. I don't know if you saw that, but they were like, oh.
Well, my theory on that is, with all due respect, I think they probably interviewed the family, Savannah, Annie, because she lives a couple miles, 5 miles away. They probably said, well, what's in that closet? What's missing? What pajamas?
Okay.
Assuming she was sleeping. I already gave you my theory. I'm going to go backtrack on it. But assuming she was there, let's open that closet. I know women. I know the girls all have like 3, 4, 5 sets, all ages. What's missing? What shoes are missing?
I would know exactly what is gone.
Right.
I would know exactly what is missing
from
my closet.
But maybe Annie and Savannah herself went through that closet. Well, this is there. Oh, wait a minute. Those shoes are missing. Those slippers are missing. That pajamas is missing. Right. And I think that's how they came, because I think they gave a description, didn't they? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought they had a description, or they had a pajamas back. Maybe somebody in the chat I can't see the chat.
Did anyone hear that? I personally did not hear that. But
I thought they had a description of pajamas. I can't see the chat, but maybe somebody can help us out.
Yeah, and there was a forensic psychologist interview that I would like to share with everyone that we'll play, and then I want to just ask you a few questions about that as well. Basically, because we're hearing so much about the ransom notes, and to me, like, I'm kind of stuck in between two things, like whether it was the family and this was a complete setup. I'm between that, or I'm between a potential burglary gone wrong and they killed her, took her out of the house because there was too much DNA, or unalived her, or whatever, however we're allowed to say it on here. I'm between those two theories because to me, there's no in between. I feel like it was way too clean almost, if that makes sense. It was way too clean. And then the ransom notes, how they're now going back to them. Are they real? Are they fake? I'm just trying to understand how, to me, they look like ChatGPT letters anyway. And I get it had like the Apple Watch in front of the bed, but I feel like anyone could have kind of guessed these theories, or if that was someone within the family, they would have been able to note these specifics about how her house was placed.
Well, let me better explain. First of all, are they ransom notes? I call them communication, right? Because ransom is when you have a face, a video, or technology. So I know they're calling them ransom, but I'm going to call them communication, because ransom, back when we had organized crime, the drug cartel, you show something, right? And you don't wait 7 days, right? It's 24 hours. That's it. So I call them communication letters. I think obvious somebody had a combination of ChatGPT, but I think it was a distraction. You got to get inside. I want everybody in your chat, and I wish I could see the chat, but everybody to get into a bad guy or a bad woman. These crazy people, and they're organizing something that's so horrific and so sad in so many ways, whether it was one of us, God forbid, our family, or an elderly lady, or a child. And how are they going to try to get away with it? And it's working, because it's been over 194 days, whatever it might be, right? So the communication letters, and I believe you had a person who was set doing that, knowing that you had a person who hired, this is my theory, the mask guy, to make it complex. Okay. Hire that person, like the interview room, Chris McDonough said, I with him on this part, and I disagree on some things. Does a great job, by the way. Everybody make sure you subscribe to his channel. Amazing talent. But I believe it was a distraction. I think this was a group and one organizing these ransom or communication letters, notes, whatever. And then a person to set up somebody. Sorry, guys, I got bees and everything. And then somebody they hired to go up the door. I'm not so sure the mask guy Perp even went in that house either. Okay, and then you had, of course, the king the boss, the guy who organized all this, right? But then the question is, your chat, well, who did this? Was it the perp? Did he go in? Was it somebody who wrote the letters, or was it the person who was behind the scene who actually did it himself?
Or was she actually gone, like you said already, and that person was just like a stand-in?
Or she was already gone. She never got in the house. That's right.
And what do you think though about her pacemaker disconnecting from her phone though? Because like, do you think anyone could kind of set something like that off to whereas like to make it look like she was home? I guess that's kind of where my question would come up then if she didn't actually make it home that night.
Yeah, and another thing, I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but you can Bluetooth with the pacemaker. Let's say I'm here and the crime happened another state. That's still connected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Think of it. I like you're in the gym, you're listening to music, and you go a little too far, and your phone's not there, but it's still connected, right? That Bluetooth is still connected. You can't, we won't go through Bluetooth, but that connection's still there. See, I have a hard time how they're not able to track that. Yes or no? Because that's still a connection on far as I know.
And you would think like it would show more information, like I said, like her heart spiking, if that was accurate and she was actually home, they would be able to see like her heart spiking of seeing, the perp, standing above her while they're removing her. It could also kind of tell you how long they were actually in the house for. I feel like that Apple Watch could potentially give you a little bit more,
Good point. That's an excellent point, Michelle. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more to this case than they're sharing. And that's also why I'm wondering if they're not giving us more, because like you said, maybe they have an idea and they're just trying to solidify the evidence and gather as much as they can. Because if they just put that person's face out there or say like we have X, Y, and Z, they may run, you know what I mean? They can't take them into custody. There's a lot of different ways that this can go if they do release that information. And maybe that's what they're holding on to right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's why we're not getting those thumbnails. They call them thumbnails video. I think that's the reason they're not exposing it. Because I thought about this the other day. I even mentioned on one of my lives. I go, why don't they just show it to the public? This is the time to do it now. Because if the perp is in Tucson or even Arizona, well, hey, the media or aside from the media, the people that are there shopping out and about, banks, whatever. Oh, wait a minute. We've seen a little bit more image. I do believe they have more image, but then I think about it and like, well, if they do expose it and the perp is close by for whatever reason, I don't think he is anymore, but then it just can, again, like I said a few minutes ago, then that could just mess up the prosecution, assuming, like you said a little while ago, if there's no remains, no body at the moment.
Well,
I think eventually you will, but.
Yet there was a case in my state, Jennifer Dulos. I don't know if you've heard of that case where they still have never found her. Oh my God, you got to look that up. That case is crazy. It happened in Connecticut. I personally think that Jennifer Dulos was in pieces. They still have never found her. So I worry about that with Nancy as well. This person's worried their DNA can trace back to her. Sure. So it just makes me super sad for the family because looking at her sweet face, I think that's what breaks my heart the most. Like you see this elderly woman she can't protect herself. Horrible. Whoever did this is horrible.
What I wish to do real quickly before we move on. The only thing I criticize is to have a male's voice. Okay. Whoa. What did I just start here? No, you keep hearing Savannah. Here, another voice period, but Cameron, let him come on. Not a press conference. Not a press conference, just a 2-minute and him saying similar words to Savannah, because that can trigger something. Maybe not, but perhaps if the perp, and I believe the perp is watching, News Nation, some of the live streams, whatever, just have a different voice, whether it's a male voice. I say Cameron because he's the son, or even Tomas or Annie. Or a distant relative, a cousin who's got, right? Why not somebody else? I want everybody to think about it in your chat. Why not another voice? They don't owe us anything. What they owe is, I know if it was my family and I'm out there all the time, or I'm sure yourself, wouldn't it be time to have another voice in the family to come out for 2-3 minutes and go publicly on a local news network or even a radio station? Somewhere. I question.
Show yourself up with flyers or pamphlets and putting together search teams. That's the part that actually stuns me, because from the beginning, and even now, like, okay, we're thinking like maybe they know who the perp potentially is, X, Y, and Z. Okay, maybe that's why they're not in the public eye. But in the beginning, when there was little to no evidence of what we knew what happened, why not be out then? It's just been very confusing as to why the family is doing actually absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I don't get that part. That's the thing I'm questioning. That's the part. And just to backtrack just for about 30 seconds, I'm not going to get into a whole thing with Nanos, but I will say I don't understand why he's going on these low budget radio stations, local news, and no disrespect to that young man. He did an excellent job, but why not go on the middle, News Nation, Brian Etten, for 10 minutes?
I said the exact same thing. I have a theory on that.
So
he doesn't want to
too.
be challenged. He does not want to be challenged.
Well, that is exactly right. But there's something else I want to add. You have Fox. Now, this isn't political, guys. You have Fox on one. You have CNN on the other. You have News Nation kind of down the middle. It's nothing personal about Brian Etten. My theory is he's making it politics. He's making it a little bit political. All right. So I don't think it's Brian Etten. I just think he works for who? News Nation.
Yeah.
Not to get too far off topic, that's just mine. But you're also right. I think he knows the questions. That's why he's going on.
Do you see all the people that's interviewing too? The radio station seemed to be his friend, so he knew that they were going to back him no matter what. And then you also have, it looked like these reporters that were just starting out. I mean, they stood their ground. They did excellent, but it's like he doesn't want to come head to head with someone who's going to challenge him and ask him the hard questions. I did reach out for an interview, and I actually heard back. They said,
Good.
Hold on, you're going to crack up. Yeah, they said, "Hi, Michelle. Thanks so much for reaching out. I've been advised to let you know that Sheriff Nanos does not have any time for interviews regarding the Guthrie investigation. Also, at this time, he's the only person that's authorized to speak on the case for the Pima County Sheriff's Department. Thank you so much, Kevin."
Wow.
I'm still going to go. I mean, I thought that was crazy that I even got a response.
You got something back, because I wrote out, you want to hear it? And I got nothing back. In Italian, I got un gats back, which for
you
YouTube,
got nothing?
I got nothing. So I wrote, I got nothing. No. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. Oh, here it is. Yep. So, all right. So, dear Sheriff Chris Nanos, okay, my name is Salvatore Capano, and I am an independent journalist on YouTube. First, I hope you're doing well. I got a few cigars for you. I'm only kidding. You got to laugh a little bit, guys. There's nothing laughing about Nancy Guthrie. We got to find her.
You got to have a laugh now and then, guys, because this is too sad.
I am reaching out regarding Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case, which has now been ongoing for approximately 6 months. This was written last week, maybe 10 days ago. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to conduct a brief interview with you. I understand that it's been extremely difficult and complex investigation. I believe the interview would provide you an opportunity to address the public and clarify you are able to share about the case and help people better understand some of the challenges and developments surrounding the investigation of Pima County. I truly appreciate the work you and your team are doing in this difficult time. My thoughts and prayers are with the Guthrie family as they continue to seek answers. Thank you considering my request. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity, to speak with you at your convenience. God bless you and thank you for your service. And I signed it. It's right here, and I got nothing back. So, I mean, you can't go any nicer than that.
Too.
I was pretty nice. I mean,
Well, that's how I was too. I felt like, oh, did I freeze? Hold on.
I can hear you.
Okay, I think my picture froze. Well, I just said, hold on one moment. I don't know what oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. So I reached out and I was also understanding. I said, I want to hear, Sheriff Nanos' side, as I feel like maybe he's just being misunderstood to try to get it. So like, oh, maybe she's on our side. She wants a chat. So, yeah, I thought that would have worked. But the guy, Kevin, was super sweet. But it's crazy that he's the only one who can actually speak on this case and that he's too busy. Too busy doing what? Like at the gym, driving around in his white Corvette or whatever he has. I just think it's crazy.
Yeah, and Michelle, because I don't want to, go back on everything that a lot of people in the chat probably knows, and and go over his past, because that's old news. Not old news, but I think he's embarrassed. And I think the AG, Attorney General, I think even the governor and representatives are probably telling him, hey, even though we're all quote unquote in bed together, we're all together. You need to go out and say something. But that's why he's doing it on these low budget stations. No disrespect to that young man. And that young man did great. He did something how I would do it. He made like he was winning. You know how you make like he's in charge, but he intimidated. He tore him apart. He did a good job. But yeah, I don't understand. But I think he's a sheriff who is he that stupid? Is he ready to retire, or is he in on it? In Italian, if you're stupid or real stupid or you're in on it, you got to go. You know, you got to go. You can't be in there. But yeah, I think he might. I think he's going to surprise everybody. I think they're going to feel the pressure on him. I wouldn't be surprised he has an interview with you or
Maxx.
or Maxx or
everyone says
Shibby.
just show up. So it's like, honestly, like what is gonna hurt? Like we're gonna go, we're still gonna try. Why not? The worst they're gonna say is no, and that there's no one that can assist us. We have our flyers, we have everything that we can do.
Good for you.
We're still gonna push for it. We have a lot that we want to do while we're out there, and we're gonna do what we gotta do. I know Shibby and Maxx want to join, so do you guys want to hop on with Sal and I got to kind of push some questions into him, and I have a lot more to go through, but I like hearing from everyone, and I think it's going to be awesome.
Excuse me.
You want to get your cigar, Sal?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Hold on one second.
Oh,
Look, we got the gangs all here.
Whoa,
Hi, everyone.
speak of the two devils.
who are these good looking? Who are these guys?
Hey,
Hey,
Gangs
Sal.
all here.
we don't
Hi,
have the
Shibby.
backdrop you have, though,
Good to
Sal.
see
That
you.
looks awesome. You got a tree
I know it looks
behind you and a
fake
mountain.
almost.
Looks
It
amazing.
does.
Oh, my view.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. This is my my therapy. You know, natural therapy.
I feel it. Very tranquil.
And sometimes you just need that. Take out just all the craziness, all the noise for a little bit and get away.
Yeah, all topic. Everybody, I recommend go to a beach, go to the woods, do something by yourself, even if it's just for a day. It really helps your well-being. But with that said, welcome in, guys.
You know,
Thank you.
Sal, you know what? People can hear your audio only. So if you tell the people to come, I'm spamming your chat, but I'm still seeing 30 people there. If you want, 'cause
Oh,
I
there's
can
only
hear
30.
you.
You're loyal.
I feel so bad. Yeah, shoot.
It's okay. Every time a new person shows up, I'm just dropping that same thing to say.
So they can
you only
hear
Sal.
us. They can
They
hear
can
me, or
just
they can.
just you, not Michelle or anyone
Okay.
else. Just
Okay.
you.
All right, let me go
So
on.
it's
here.
like you're talking to yourself, and then there's a pause, like for whenever Michelle speaks, it's silent.
Whenever Michelle speaks.
Yeah, that must be odd to listen. I was trying to listen, but I had like 18 tabs open and I was about to have a seizure trying to listen.
Oh, Sal and Maxx, I don't think you guys have met. I know you guys have seen each other's lives. Shibby, I know you know Sal.
Well, we met briefly just when we did the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, the camera likes you, Max. Max, right?
Thank you. Yes, Max.
The camera likes you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Like you as well. Looks
All right, thank you. So, Shibby, real quick. Sorry, Michelle. We'll move on. So you said to do what, Shibby? Go on and yeah, there I am.
You can just tell your people because they can hear you.
Okay.
They can hear your audio only. They can't hear Michelle's. So if you
Did
tell them to follow, it says Sweet Dude Shibby there. I'm spamming your chat with where to go. They can go to Michelle's, Max's, or mine because we're all dual streaming it.
Michelle, can you go and leave your link?
Oh, yeah, let me do that. Hold on one second.
You can't unless you're a
Oh, I
moderator.
can't.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't when you're not a mod.
I'm spamming it with our official name. So if just tell your people that to find at
I'll go to
cases and
Sal's
conversations.
page, though, and say to come watch us live. Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah. But without a modship, you can't put links, I don't think.
So, Shibby, how are you? How you been? Okay.
Oh,
How's Canada?
I'm doing awesome. It's awesome up here. It's muggy, raining, and wet and ucky. But other than that, everything is perfect. How's everything down there with you guys?
In raw, bees. You can see there's bees. You see me waving my hand around. I got
do.
bees everywhere over here.
You know what? They're trying. Someone's sending forces to try and stop you, but you're going to prevail, my friend. I feel it.
That's exactly what it
Amazing
is.
interview.
You're
You
going
will
to
prevail.
prevail.
We will overcome the bees and technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah, lots of Sal's people are here, it says in the
good.
chat. Okay, great. I wanted to also discuss with everyone, did everyone see that Brian Enton video? Sal, I know you watched it because we chatted about it, and I have some questions for everyone.
I did.
So We can, it's like a 40-minute video. What I can do is I can share his, he did a quick short, which I can share with the chat just to kind of say, I want to show the location of where the FBI currently is looking behind the house. So I'm going to bring that to the screen, and let's review that and let's get into some conversations about what is going on at Nancy's right now. So just give me one moment.
Take your time. Perfect.
So Sal, if you say it into the mic, they'll hear you, only you. So tell them to find Michelle's if you want.
Yeah. If everybody's listening, go to cases and conversation. Am I correct, Michelle?
That is right.
Yep.
So I apologize, guys, for not the audio, but the they can hear me, right? But they just can't see me. So I apologize,
They can hear
guys.
you. They can only hear you.
Okay, I'm going into.
Oh, hi, Natasha. Thank you. And Kara. Yeah, no, I agree, Wolf Moon, especially the Holly Dasso case. She said there's many other cases in Pima needing investigating. There's a lot that is just swept under the rug there. It just shows what's going on. I'm going to are we ready to watch this little short? I just want to cover that a little bit so we can chat about the location of where the FBI is, and we can discuss it.
Perfect.
Hey guys, so an update with the Nancy Guthrie investigation. It's now been well more than 6 months since Nancy disappeared. I did talk to a neighbor who confirmed to me that investigators were back in an area behind Nancy's house. This has been over the last couple of weeks. There's an easement back there. I think that's what it's technically called, a utility easement. You can see on this map where the arrow is. I was called it.
One question while that's up, what is an easement? I'm not really sure. Behind a house, do you guys know?
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Well, an easement is the first 5 or 6 feet that's public land off of the side of the road. That's the easement. So
Exactly right.
where Alex was sitting, that first between the road and Swellen's actual property line, or where Nancy Guthrie's vigil and memorial was, that's the easement. The first few feet that are public.
That's correct, Shibby. And see that red arrow that Brian put in there? That is supposedly where the FBI were searching in that one of the spots they were looking. That's why he put that. Okay, just so the audience knows, that's where that red arrow is. That's where his sources, Brian, and I quote from the neighbors, what they seen, how they seen it. I don't know, drones, or they were back there as well. But yeah, Shibby's exactly right.
There was a little utility road for the hydro, or well, we call it hydro. You guys call it electricity. There's a little utility road back there that's actually like an alley, like a laneway. You know, an alley.
An alley.
It's public. It's public, but those people were blocking it off.
Wow.
It's not theirs to block.
Oh, that's not legal.
No, but they're getting away with it.
I think Michelle, we don't have those in our area where we live in Connecticut. But when I went out to visit my cousin in Colorado, they were all over the place. Like it was street, alley, street, alley, street, alley, which is interesting. I mean, I think it's just here in New England, everything's a lot more crowded just because it just they just threw it all together. But it is interesting that they have that and that could be used for access. So it makes sense that the FBI was looking at it.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll keep going.
An alley earlier, but that seems like an area that they're interested in. You look at this video, this is what it looks like right behind Nancy's house. I was out there a couple months ago. I got permission from one of the neighbors to go back there, but gives you an idea of what the landscape is back there. We don't know if whoever did this went in or out through the back. You know, the back door was propped open, but there's this kind of just open, I call it like a wooded area, but it's cactuses and brush back there in between all the houses. I spoke with retired FBI agent Maureen O'Connell, who still feels like there wasn't really a good job initially done when it came to handling the crime scene.
The crime scene should have been 15 times bigger than it was. And people should have been directed, and I told you this early on. When your scene looks like this scene, we've talked before about how hard it is to collapse a scene, and that's why you want it bigger initially. You can always make it smaller as you go on, as days go by. But the other thing you want to do is to create an access and egress pathway that's opposite or in an area where we're not
Hold it
looking
right
for
there,
shoe
Michelle, if you
impressions. We're
could.
not looking.
Yep.
Okay, so Maureen, what she's saying is, so the audience gets a perspective. What they're saying is, like I said, with the yellow tape, that crime scene should have been, you don't go opposite, small and then wide, right? Because this is what they did, right? They went small and then they're going wide, in a sense, eliminating the streamers. Well, before the streamers, one-way street, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's what Maureen is alluding to, is that was a mess up there. I mean, like I said earlier in the beginning, the tape, the crime scene, they didn't do that. And then they went opposite, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, and per the notes, because again, there was a longer video to this, she said the crime scene should have been 15 times bigger than it was. Her point is that investigators should have expanded the perimeter, controlled traffic, access, preserved possible tire and shoe impressions, and established a control entry and exit route. FBI later conducted this type of controlled evidence collection, but only after the scene has already been opened back up. So I think that was the issue. Again, you have them coming in 4 days later. How would that be effective when people were coming in and out? Obviously, cars were going up and down, especially you had news covering it, people going up the stairs. So that to me was a little wacky. And also, while we're kind of on this situation, actually, maybe we'll finish this first before I get any deeper, because I have more stuff I want to chat about. Let's just finish this.
Looking for tire impression.
Hey guys, so an update with.
Oh, I guess that's it.
Was that it? I don't. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm just
it's a
thinking it was
short.
longer. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it is what Sal said. It's so true. Why would you start small and then make it bigger? And why wouldn't you gather everything immediately? I know that people were saying it's maybe because of the rain, but in theory, why wouldn't you just search the entire area, be as thorough as possible? And then if you need to come back later after the rain just to see if anything is turning up, I get that, but it doesn't seem like they were doing a great job the first time around.
Well, I want everybody to think of this real quick, if I could. So you got the streamers, all the news, and I would have been there, most of us, because we want to cover it. Where's Nancy? You want to show the audience, make it awareness. Okay. I was shocked. Michelle, you asked me earlier about the sorry for the bees. I said about the tape and the crime tape, but I was shocked. Even my mom, and she rest in peace, was even, what's going on over there? How the hell did they have the news and all the media have them 500 feet? Because that front of the house was a crime scene. What if there was a bubblegum wrapper, a cigarette? I think Maureen even said that, evidence, and one of the news media, mainstream media streamers accidentally picked it up, threw it in the garbage. Well, that could have been evidence. I mean, I'm just saying. So the pool guy, the landscaping guy, and by the way, there was a drip system. We all know what the drip systems are in the desert. It was broken. And that water, I don't know if everybody's aware of this, there was that vampire stuff. Michelle, on your channel, I want to be careful. That vampire stuff, that red stuff was on the driveway too. Did anybody know that? A little bit.
Yeah, drippings, right?
So if that water, sorry guys, it's South Philly, but that water could have washed that away, and it did. Well, there was a little spot. So that's what Maureen is saying. You go big, but they went opposite and then make it a one-way street and then chasing the streamers away and all the, everything's history.
And now that we're chatting about the red stuff, I want to kind of hear your thoughts on this. I had another question. So what does the blood tell you? So if responding duty deputies initially thought the blood was old blood and Nancy was on blood thinners, wouldn't you expect a significant more amount of the red stuff? Because they noted deputies initially believed it could have been old from a nosebleed rather than evidence connected to the disappearance. However, Maureen, going back to that long interview that I watched, she noted that there was blood. They reportedly noted that the doors were propped open. Nancy's car was there. Her Apple Watch was at the end of the bed, and the bed was unmade, should have collectively raised the possibility of foul play. So why do you think they didn't take the red stuff serious? Like, in your opinion, I'm just curious.
Well, first of all, my theory is I have a family who owns a funeral parlor, Where am I going with this?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You imagine I was a little kid working down there. I'm like, what the hell's going on over here? Get me out of here.
Oh my God.
You imagine a young seeing all that
Yeah.
stuff? What are my
That's a
parents
fun
doing to
place
me?
play.
But I don't know if everybody's aware of this. If a body's unalive for approximately a few minutes, the blood red drops can drop from the body externally. So say her blood, excuse me, look at my skin thin. If it's skin, she was had a little nick and they, I don't want to get too graphic on your channel, Michelle, but let's just say we'll make it easy. They grabbed her and then she was unalive and they carried her out, assuming she was in the house or not in the house. I'm going to go off on this, say she wasn't in the house. I think this was all a distraction. That's a possibility that blood was from that body being unalive, and they made that blood to go, carry her there, knowing there was no camera there, and that could explain some of those drops. I know a lot of people think it's a nosebleed and ear bleed, or her skin being thin, or blood thinners. But think about that. Blood can possibly come out for a few minutes. I can't remember exact amount of minutes, but it's in a few minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes.
So it wouldn't be as heavy, basically. It wouldn't be as like
exactly.
a big
It wouldn't be as
pour.
heavy. It would explain that, perhaps.
Well, weren't they able to tell too by like the oxygenators, like the bubbles in the blood, that she was alive at the time of it happening? So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, Robbie just said it. They say that oxygen in it. So that's where I'm like, was that placed there? Was it, because it almost seemed like too perfect the way they said like the splatter was, and it wasn't a lot. Like my grandmother's on blood thinners, and if she was to even get like nicked by anything, she is bleeding heavily. So that's why I'm like, what happened there? It's another question.
Again, it's so complex. Again, here we go. It's so complex, but it could, if what I'm saying, if it's true, boy, I tell you how it makes it even more complicated, right? Indeed, they went there and carried that body there real quick just to plant some of that blood to throw, ladies and gentlemen, the whole thing way off. I mean,
and that's like, Shibby, what do you think? We haven't heard much about about the blood. Do you think that it was placed there? Do you think that it's been there?
I think that she coughed it out while bent over or either kneeling after being injured somehow. Because it's exactly like it would look like if somebody were to cough blood.
let me ask you this, Shibby, though, and true, that's true. I mean, it's a possibility. Let's get inside the bad women, assuming he was a male, or the purple, that was the purple, whatever. Would you take a chance and go out that front door, Matt? Anybody in the chat can answer that. Would you take that chance? And I know it's dark. I know it's in the morning. Would you take that chance and go out that door with the body, or would you go through the back door? I'm just asking.
Definitely wouldn't go out the front door. And if you think about it, maybe they did think she had passed, or she was unconscious, or heavily sedated and sleeping, and they took her outside and maybe placed her down, and then they went and did something, and then when they came back, she might have tried to get back to the front door area, and then they unfortunately maybe hit her or hurt her there, and the front door might not even been used to go in and out. They could have just kind of, because you would think they would do what they, go out the garage. It's so much darker and secluded over there, right? Out the back door or the garage, and sneak somebody out.
I'm also thinking like a turkey baster, like if that had blood in it and you were to like push that out.
Interesting.
I saw on Twitter, or I guess X, like say you get cut somewhere and then you have blood dripping down your hand. Sorry, don't want to get too graphic again, but say you go like this with your hand, that could be how it splattered, because it was coming down, But that's the other thing. That much blood would be substantial, and there was only droplets. So that is what
they were perfectly round.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
That's
flung.
what I'm saying. Perfectly round. It was very odd.
You know what? It could have been, Michelle, before you move on, like not a turkey baster, but you know how they have like a syringe, but they have large ones for automotive use where you can like suck the coolant right out of the radiator. If you had something like that and just kind of push it down, that would be a perfect way to recreate that pattern.
Yeah, so these are all possibilities, and we're not even sure, guys, if that blood was there
was new.
that night or days
Yeah.
before.
Or she got hit by like a cactus or something. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, I think if it was from that night, I feel like there just would have been more. And that was just my personal opinion. I get there was more like down the driveway, but I don't know. It's the whole thing is crazy, but that does get me into the next topic. Where was Nancy actually removed from? At different points, we've heard that doors in the back were propped open while we're chatting about while the red stuff was found at the front door porch area. Doesn't that kind of create an issue with the timeline / where was the vehicle? Like, because it doesn't seem like they have any footage of her being taken in a car. As Maureen noted back in that Brian Ented interview, she's a previous FBI investigator. She said that there has been inability to connect a vehicle to the different disappearance. So it makes an outside perimeter area harder to reconcile and may point investigators back toward the immediate neighborhood. There were no signs of a vehicle caught on camera at choke points, Circle K, intersections. And that's kind of why I'm thinking, like, is that why they're back in the neighborhood looking for her?
They've not told us that there's signs of a car on a video.
Well,
They
that's
may
what I'm
have
saying,
that.
but like no one, I mean, I just think that a car would have been the biggest key point to kind of share, like with basically, if you
1,000,000%.
think back to Brian Koberger, like that was kind of like the first piece of evidence we got. His car was released, unless they knew maybe who was behind the car. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think that either if they didn't pull a car up and hide right back in there by the garage, or a third person would have driven around the block and kind of came when summoned, but a car is definitely involved. Yeah. But
Go ahead,
also
Matt.
with that back door being propped open, I don't see, like, I'm a man, right? I'm a 52-year-old guy, but I could very easily myself pick up Nancy and I wouldn't need to prop doors open or use dollies or anything. I don't want to sound like I'm some kind of Hulk, but I think in adrenaline, I could easily pick her up and get her out there myself without leaving a mark.
I just, with that, I do still wonder if something like went wrong in the house, or you realize at this point you can't collect ransom money because let's say she's not unconscious, she passed in the home, then why are you taking her body why not just leave it? That's causing more.
I think because if
issues.
there's DNA, that was my whole thing. Like if there's DNA left on Nancy's body, that would have been the reason to have removed her from the house. They might have, things got messy. You also don't know. And I hate to even think this way, but if they were in that house for a long period of time and nothing was missing burglary wise, like SA comes to mind. There's different levels to this that really is super sad. And makes you question, like, is that why they removed her?
I want to go back to real quick. I want to go back to the car. There, like Shibby alluded to, we don't know. They might know. Well, I like to kind of keep it simple. We don't know if there was a horse and buggy, a car, a motorcycle, a truck. I heard. We don't know. We just do. So we got to take it. Okay, no vehicle. Now again, they did have 5 or 6 weeks of the CRV Tommaso's car, longer than any of the other suspects that they detain and arrest. Well, detain. So we got to keep it where there's no vehicle, right? So we got to kind of stay. I like stay in that box because where's the vehicle? There's nothing.
There's no proof of her even leaving that house that night. So that's
Exactly.
also where it brings me back. It's like there's no proof of her even being taken out of that house. Where's the proof that this was a kidnapping? Where's the proof of X, Y, and Z?
Exactly.
We still have none of that information.
We
like
don't
you
have
said, we're only working off of what we have. And what we have is we're told that the garage door closed within 2 minutes. So it's like, does that even make sense then?
And also, they've alluded many times to being multiple other cameras. So there's more video they're just not telling us about. And lastly, about the door being propped open, I could see going over to my mom's and say she burnt a pie or something in the oven. You'd prop the door open to get the smoke out, and stuff like that. And maybe somebody just took advantage of that and coincidentally walked in at the right time. Walking through that back alley, saw, oh, there's a door open. Who knows? But I wouldn't think they would prop the door open just to get her out.
Well, and that's what's like confusing though is, and even when she said, she's like, well, we would have she said there was like 2 plants or whatever holding the doors in the back. They would have taken those out. The FBI, meaning those were still sitting there. She's like, that mat would have definitely been taken. They didn't take the mat. I think they took like a piece of the mat. Like, to me, it's hard to process that a case could go this wrong.
Can you bring out Shivy? I don't know. You're real good on this technology. Do you guys? And I'm asking the chat this too. Do you remember the wreath? There was a wreath, and I realized, okay, Sal, it wasn't a Christmas wreath. You know, some people just have a wreath all year long. I know my mom. A lot of the old timers had. Everybody had a wreath. They never took that wreath. Now I don't know. I haven't been out there, so maybe when you get out there, Matt, Michelle, see if you can zoom in on that, because let's just say for the first 4 months, I'm 100%. There was no Matt. I'm saying Matt. Sorry, Michelle.
It's okay.
That wreath, that never take. You know, was there evidence taken off that? You know, why did they not take that wreath to the lab? Because again, you have News Nation, you have people, pizza guy, this, that, whatever, walking there, and again, that's more of prints that were all messed up. But yeah, remember there was a wreath that was sitting there. I know up until the JLR was there, at least the first 3 months, there was a wreath there.
I think it is still there based on Mark the Shark's footage. So
okay. Yeah, he's still there, right?
Yeah, so I do think it is still there. Michelle and I will definitely look for it, but
I have the
I
have that video where they have the blood going up. Are you talking about a wreath on the front door?
There was a wreath, yes, right on the left-hand side, I believe. There was a wreath
there.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things that you would get just to decorate the house at Home Goods. It's like a
Exactly.
random all
That's
seasons. It's not
Right.
Christmas specific. It's not Easter. It's just like a normal greeting.
I mean, it could be nothing. He maybe never touched
yeah.
it, but still, it's a crime scene. You
Yeah.
you know what I mean? This isn't like going into a Starbucks and ordering the wrong call. You know, this is everything should be that you can visualize. I mean, they should know that, but again, I don't want to get too much into that. Sloppy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
and also
mom
like the door
constantly
handles.
does that.
Oh, really?
Hang stuff up all over the place. Oh,
Yep.
on the front door.
Yeah.
And they didn't take the handles. They left the doorknobs on everything. Those didn't get removed. Wouldn't you want to take anything and everything that you possibly could?
You would think.
And then I also wanted to get your opinion too on what do you think of Savannah's 6-month message? What did you take from that? And I want to hear everyone's opinion. Do you feel as if Sal, like she was engaging with someone specific? Like, do you think that was to someone specific?
I think she was talking to Nanos and the perp.
Okay. That's interesting. Why Nanos? Because he hasn't done his job?
Yeah, I mean, us Italians, I wouldn't be able to bite my tongue. I mean, my tongue would have been I would have sores all over the place. I would have been, but she's doing a good job on her defense. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings, but I think, yeah, to your point, I think that was directly to the person or the plural, the people who did this, and Nanos. If you listen to her, I don't have it in front of me again, but if you want to bring it up, I think you're asking me, that was going out to the people and Nanos. And I think she's pissed. And I think she's trying to stay calm, because sometimes when you call out the sheriff department, it could make things worse, you know, because now you have, my opinion, a sloppy investigation, and we're not going to get all into it. And now you start questioning. It's better what she's doing if it's true and she's not communicating with him. But yes, I think she was communicating with the sheriff and the people who did this.
Yeah, and they also stated, Maureen noted, she speculates the possibility of an undisclosed arrangement that's kind of going on behind the scenes, and she was specifically chatting to that person as well. So I'm wondering if there's something right now going on behind the scenes that we're just not aware of.
Yeah, to me, it felt like that last message, there was communication that stirred this that they didn't tell us about. Like, I feel Savannah or somebody was contacted by somebody, and they're just not telling us. It felt to me like that.
Interesting.
Sal, do you think that the reason why, Nanos pushes so often, well, not so often, but just in the most recent press that he's done, how Savannah and the Guthrie family have their own team, is that because he's just kind of cut off communication with them? I know people say maybe he's not that involved in it and that there's the team handling it, but when you think she's calling him out, do you think that's because he's kind of just cut off communication and handed it to his team saying, you guys deal with this?
I think that's part of it, Matt. I also think that, I mean, let's face it, 6 months. I think she's just fed up. I think the family's fed up. Cameron's fed up. I think she's trying to keep it cool. I think, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that she does have a private investigator. I know people are saying, well, we haven't heard it. Well, they don't owe us anything, and we don't know that, right? I think she's only communicating, excuse me, to the FBI, and I wouldn't be surprised if she had a private investigator.
White Tesla guy, he's got to be that guy. To me, when I see white Tesla guy, I see an ex-army meathead muscle, well, ex-army, ex-something. That guy's not just there checking the doors and maintenance on the house. That white Tesla guy is, he was there to make things uncomfortable for them under the guise of being like a maintenance worker.
Good point.
He was the muscle, in my opinion. That
Good point.
White Tesla guy.
I mean, this whole case is just, and also going back, because again, they covered this in the Brian Ensign and Maureen interview. They chat a little about the Today Show appearance. Could someone have learned Nancy's Guthrie, if this is not family or has anyone to do with it's close to the family? Do you think this potentially is someone who saw that interview on the Today Show because it showcased Nancy living in Tucson, and this happened not too far after that? So if this isn't someone who is within the family or a close friend, do you think that kind of spiked interest to someone?
So you think, let's just say this, when you are, I don't know how long she's been with NBC show, 20 years, maybe somebody in the chat can help us out. But there's people out there that are obsessed. It happens all the time, and who just, I'm just throwing another, again, I like to stay in the box, but it's a possibility. Somebody was obsessed, whether they liked her, loved her, never met her, maybe somebody in Pima County, maybe somebody in the foothills there, the beautiful sunset in Tucson that we see. And eventually, most recently, just said, hey, she's not showing me any attention, but my question is, why mom? Because what you were saying, and they had, I think you were referring to Nancy was on, I don't know what year was it recently?
It was recently. It was right before Savannah was supposed to go to the Olympics to host. They did a Today Show appearance, and it brought you back to where Savannah's mom lives, and it showed them at El Charo. And a lot of people were like, I had no idea that Nancy Guthrie lived in Tucson. After seeing that video, it kind of spiked people to understand, okay, Nancy lives in that area.
So you think it exposed?
Was like, I had no idea.
So that at that point it got exposed, and then it got in their heads to go ahead and do this horrific crime. I mean, it's possible, Michelle. I mean, that's we hear this through the chat rooms and other networks, mainstream media, and former detectives and FBI. It's a possibility. But why the mom? And thank God it's not the kids. She has kids. Why not? I mean, thank God, right? But why the mom? Why? What purpose?
Easy target. Like, she lives alone. It's dark in that area. They could take her in and out. Like, okay, so Mark the Shark also showed some video, and in the front of the video, you could see it. There's a major step in the front of Nancy's house that the masked man, porch guy, he does not miss that step. So anyone who is walking up in the pitch black to Nancy's house, they would have tripped over that. They never would have seen that step. So this is someone who knows Nancy's area, has been to her house before. They knew to take that step. That to me is huge. That shows me that person has been around there. Max, you saw it too, correct? I think, Shibby, did you see that as well?
I did.
It definitely is suspicious. I mean, you just have to know what's going on to be able to navigate that dark, and how he's moving, how comfortable he is. There's something weird there. And just before we get too far, I also want to know the part about possibly having an obsession with Savannah. It could also be that someone wanted to get to Jenna, who's also on the Today Show. I think she hosts some other segment, but I'm just putting this together. There is the video where Jenna says that her and Nancy Guthrie talk about books because Jenna has the book club. So I'm wondering if maybe, I mean, I know that it's directed to Savannah, all the ransom notes and everything, regardless if you think they're real, but it could be just an obsession with knowing that she has these connections to these famous people, not just Savannah's coworkers and Savannah's friends who also run in the same circles.
Very well could be. Very
yeah.
well.
And I don't know,
Yeah,
that's
I
just
believe-
something I just thought of, and I wanted to share it just in case anyone gets any ideas.
Have you guys ever seen like those stalker guys on YouTube where they're in fantasy relationships in their head with these people
Mhm.
and they don't even know who they are?
Yep.
They're like almost
Right.
married to some of them. So I could picture in one of my scenarios, I'm just suggesting this, is as somebody wanting to get back at Savannah, most likely because of how available she's on. You know, she's very pretty, and somebody maybe was like a stalker and wanted to get back at her, and that's the easiest way. Is if you can't get her, Annie and Tommaso's around and they're younger, be harder. Nancy would be the easiest way to inflict distress or cause her, get back at somebody who's not ignoring you, and they probably don't even know who this person is. If that's the case.
And that's what I think they should be able to also trace back. Maybe people have reached out numerous times to Savannah and maybe like make some sort of list of who has reached out over the years, who's kind of been stalking her. I'm hoping that would red flag anyone who, needs to be flagged in that sense. I mean, overall, if we had to assume investigators know more than the public does, which I think is fair to say, what is the one piece of information you guys think that they personally are sitting on that would completely change the way the public and us as a community view this case?
Oh my God, that's such a good question.
I'm just
I
curious.
need a moment to think about that.
Could you repeat that? Actually, I was just telling Marianne in your chat to get her butt over to Michelle's or to hear the full audio.
Oh,
Sorry,
is
can
she
you repeat
still
it?
that Marianne?
Yeah. Well, no, that's
Our
a different
Marianne?
Marianne. It's not. No, it's a different Marianne. Sorry.
But that is a
Okay.
good question, Michelle. I agree with Matt. I would say the thumbnails. I would say those thumbnails. I go back to that they're trying. The FBI is very well. They got that together. I would say that's. Was that? What was your question? Yeah, your question was our thoughts on.
I know.
what-
I'll re-say it. I said,
Yes,
so
Sorry,
assuming
please.
investigators know more than the public does, which
Right.
I think is fair because I think they definitely know more. What is one piece of information you think that they're currently sitting on that will completely change the way that we're thinking and the public's thinking? Because I think there's a piece of information potentially that they're sitting on that will make us change our theories on why Savannah's not talking, why we're not hearing from the family, or X, Y, and Z. And I want to know, what do you guys think that piece of information is? Like, what is the FBI currently sitting on right now?
Yeah, so
I
I,
mean,
say
they-
thumbnails.
Yeah,
Well,
they
yeah.
asked for camera footage from January 10th, and then we never heard why. Why did you ask for that? What was in the footage that you were looking for? That even would
Well,
just. I
They
wanna know.
alluded to camera foot, more video. They alluded to it on the second or third day right after, because Brian Enton's list showed that the camera was activated by motion, and then it wasn't until the 10th they released the video. So
Correct.
they could possibly, I assume, because I know I've hooked up many of those security cameras, and those doorbell ones, especially in 10 feet in that nook there, is cute. It's good to see when your pizza's there and stuff, or who's at your front, but they're useless. And that, especially that view she had on that one, it was like 10 feet back. So every good home would have at least one or two up high cameras. I have a feeling there was more cameras, and they know a lot more for some
Well,
reason. not sharing anything.
excuse me. Well, we know it's not the DNA, right? Because if it was the DNA, it's not. Let's just say conversation purpose, they got it back, right? You know, it's not that because there's no arrest. So you almost
Right.
got to put that aside. Yes or no?
But-
So it's got to be the camera. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Michelle?
Also, sorry, I'll just
Okay,
quickly say with
sorry.
the DNA,
Go ahead. Go back to your
it could
thought.
have been a familial connection with the DNA, and they could still be kind of zoning in and trying to find out which person it is.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I personally think I have a feeling they have an idea of where Nancy currently is. I do believe that. I think they might have an idea, which is why they're not currently actively searching for her. I think there's more to that part of the story, which is Oh, thank you, Joe Herman. I have a new member. I think that is why they're not actively searching for
Thank
her.
you.
I think that there has to be more to that. I think that they either know potentially where Nancy is, or they have an idea of what happened to Nancy, meaning if she's not whole, or she's specifically somewhere, or X, Y, and Z. But I think there's more of that reason of why they're not actively searching for her. I think, and I potentially think that if it is someone who's close to the family, within the family, I don't know if they're ever going to disclose that information to the public. And I think that's also potentially why they're so silent. That's just kind of where I'm coming from, thinking they're sitting on something huge right now that they're not sharing with us. I personally don't think this is a cold case. I know that was the last thing TMZ said a few weeks ago. I think they're sitting on something, and I think that something is big. And this happened kind of with the Idaho 4 case, where everyone thought like the roommates were involved, and how did they call, and why did they wait to call till the next day? There was so much more to that story that we found out like a year later. There has to be more to this story that we're missing, and we're just trying to fill in the case. That's just how I feel.
What's your thoughts, Matt?
Yeah, I do think that
Max.
there's some.
Max.
It's Max.
Max,
but
sorry, Max. Sorry.
it's
Excuse
okay.
me.
I know you're
apologize.
talking.
Yeah.
I do think that they're sitting on something. I mean, them coming back though is kind of weird to me. I don't know if maybe they got some new information, or they think something's popping up. That's what I just don't understand. It's like, why are you coming back so much later and searching the area again, when in my mind any DNA would be gone? I don't know what they're looking for. But I also just want to say, you listen so much to people talking about Nancy. Like I come on these panels having my mindset one way, and then you listen to people like I just heard you talk, Sal, and Michelle and I talk about this like all day long, and my mind changes by the hour, every hour, on what's going on. There's just so much to take in. So I really do hope that we have an answer, just so we can stop the speculation. And I also just would love to know, just to give the family peace. And even if the family's involved or whatever gone on, I think that the community in Tucson, people of Nancy's age, Nancy's friends, Nancy's community members, everyone just deserves to know what happened and to be at peace with it.
Well said.
Yeah. So I hope that we find out what happened. I don't consider it a cold case at all. And maybe Michelle and I might find something when we're out in Tucson soon.
Well, hold
I
that
know
thought.
we're going to try to mingle with the
Yeah,
viewers.
hold that thought about the cold case.
Uh-huh.
You guys, where's Sal going out with this?
Yeah.
We're all streaming. Us, Shibby, right?
Yeah.
JR, News Nation, Fox, CNN, all of them. They're all covering it, right? It's not like it was in the 70s and 80s when you had your newspaper and one news channel. So as long as we're all covering it, large channels, small channels, beginner channels, it's a live case. It's gone, right? Are you with me? Because, when you had back in the 70s and 80s, even early 90s, when the newspaper said, okay, there's nothing else to talk about, well, then it went cold. Doesn't mean that won't solve it. But since it's out there, people are talking about it. People are out there searching, and it's an open case.
Right.
In my mind, no.
Yeah. Cold in the old days especially implied that nothing is happening. And back then, if the cops weren't doing anything, it was cold. But nowadays, if the cops aren't doing anything, it's not cold. Because I watched Jim ride his bike around for 2 hours today.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just want to quickly say one thing about, well, I guess two things just from the chat. I think it was Mimi said about how in Connecticut, where Michelle and I are from, Michelle mentioned Jennifer Dulos, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Making sure I'm saying that right. When she went missing, she said how she lived near New Canaan, and the police were very actively like going out and handing people flyers. That never happened here. So
That's
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
it's concerning that
going
streamers.
on.
But isn't it kind of concerning that streamers are doing more? If the streamers didn't exist, if this was 10 years ago and streaming wasn't a thing, what would have happened here? Would people have just been, yeah, that was really odd when that newscaster's mom got taken and then we never spoke about it. So it is great that streaming exists, but I think I like what you're saying. It's not a cold case because we're not going to stop talking about it. And we're going to
everyone's coming back to Arizona too.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's also what makes me like hesitate, like why they're not passing out flyers and why they're not searching makes me think they have a perp in mind, because there's really no other reason for you not to be doing that.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Excuse me one second, Michelle. Correct me if I'm wrong. Shibby, you there?
Mhm. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. 857 Tucson. Happy birthday! A couple days ago, I wished him happy birthday, Damien. There is a law, and is it Pima County, Shibby? Correct me if I'm wrong, or is it Arizona? I can't remember, that you can't have
Right.
billboards.
Oh, billboards. Yeah. I've heard
Am I
that
right?
too. I think
Correct me
it's-
if I'm wrong. So, Michelle, I think just some kind of a law and it can't be changed. Well, I mean, anything can happen, but am I right? Am I saying that right? Or is it just Tucson?
I think I've heard that too. I think it's probably, I'm not sure. We'll have to verify that. But the funny thing is, I was
Yeah.
just texting Damien the link to call in right now as you were saying that. So
Interesting. So
That
I don't know,
doesn't
Michelle,
much,
but
right?
yeah, I agree, Michelle. I mean, hey, I don't care what the hell the law is, and by the way, why isn't, I hate to repeat with the interview room, but he's right. Why not the perp out there in a big, have Nancy there and then the perp large, because that's who you want. He knows something, whether he was in the house, not in the house, yada, yada, yada. That's the person. Somebody's seen him. Home Depot, Walmart, doctor's office, went to school with a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Somebody
We were
knows him.
chatting about that too. Remember
Mhm.
the other day, you and I, Sal, we were saying like he went to that Walmart, he got a backpack. Where did he purchase that? Why can't they pull an itemized list to say who bought this backpack in X amount of time
Yeah.
or X, Y,
That
and
I
Z?
can't understand. That's so
if they
that's
bought them all at the same time, that would be a red flag instantly. The computer should pick up.
great point, Shibby. Excellent point. Yes, I don't know. I don't know why they're not. Or they did, and they're just, again, like I said in the beginning, these are evidence, and they just don't want to. They're waiting for that one piece of that puzzle, or two pieces of the puzzle to complete. That's crazy.
Or they were smart because I would. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But if I were buying stuff like that, I watched enough of these. I would never do anything like this, but I've watched enough of these to know I wouldn't go to Home Depot at 2 a.m. to buy a shovel, bleach, gloves, and a saw. I would go and buy the bleach. I would go to another one and buy the saw. I would go to the other one and buy the garbage bag. I wouldn't buy them all in
Right.
one bunch like these dummies hopefully did.
By the way, real quick off topic, can you believe I haven't got stung yet? Did I just jinx myself with all these
the
bees?
mosquitoes
Think
are
about that,
out.
everybody in the chat. I didn't get stung. You know what it is?
No,
It's
it's
the
that time
Italian
between
blood?
dusk.
The
No,
cigar.
it's that time between dusk and dawn where you're going to get mosquitoes soon because they're going to love that sweat on your brow there. They're going to love that.
Also, Sal, did you
We
see
love you,
that?
Shibby. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you see that video of Tomato, Tommaso? I love when people call him tomato, tomato, Tommaso.
The Italian guy from
Coming
Gomba. Hey, Gomba.
our homeland,
Yeah.
coming out of the home, and he had those huge pockets, like he had the
Right.
brick pockets almost. Shibby has
Oh.
that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. The Shibby's got what? Something in his pocket?
Remember the day Alex and JLR accidentally followed Tommaso to Nancy's house and Alex was out front?
Yes.
And Tommaso met the FBI agents, and when he came back around from the casita, his pockets were stuffed full.
Oh, yeah, I do remember
Huge
that. Yeah,
stuff
interesting. What was it? What was in the pockets? What was in that?
That's what I'm saying. What was
Yeah.
in his pockets? Was it
The biggest question is, did he arrive with that much stuff in his pockets? Because I know as a man, I've said this a million times, and my moderator V loves hearing me repeat it over and over again, that if I showed up with a bunch of junk in my pockets, even my keys I hate having, I would take, if I was going somewhere to then walk around and show somebody the property for 5 minutes, I would take that much junk out of my pockets and leave it on the front seat of my car. I would never walk around a place with that much stuff in my pockets. Now, the only problem is we don't see him going in, so we don't know
Right.
if his pockets were stuffed. I assumed they weren't. And that
You
he
just read my
stuffed them
mind. We didn't see him
inside.
going in. Yeah.
That's the
And
only problem.
I have never seen a man though in general with stuffed pockets like that. Like thinking
Oh,
about
I
that,
have.
just like you
I
have?
when they just stuffed them with stuff and walked out.
Oh, Sal's emptying his pockets now. That's amazing.
Wait a minute. Where's my wallet at?
That's it.
Oh, shit. No, that wasn't a joke, guys. I mean, yeah. Oh, okay. Anyhow, sorry, guys. We're back. I know a lot of people thought I was going somewhere I wasn't. Okay. Go ahead, Michelle. I'm sorry.
Ted has it.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. I was just curious, where do you see this case going now? Do you think we're just going to wake up one day and they're going to be like, oh, we have some evidence like in the coming days? As I think we're all hopeful with the action that's kind of going on right now, that we feel as if maybe something is going to pop off soon. I mean, the streamers are all headed back out there. And somehow Max and I, like, we've had this trip planned. And I know people are like, oh, you guys are following JLR. I'm like, we literally booked this so long ago. So, like, no.
I mean, wouldn't it be great to wake up tomorrow and say, you know, I mean, we want this to end, right? So, I mean, I plan on going out there in 3 weeks, but I don't want to go out there. I mean, I'm hoping that let's hope and pray to somebody that they can wrap this up. I think it's going to happen. Time frame, we just don't know. Again, they got the pieces in my mind. I have a lot of friends in law enforcement. My uncle. By the way, I was trying to bribe somebody, Michelle. I don't know if they were. I have an FBI friend. I tried to bribe him, guys, with a cigar, and he said he was going to call in, but I think things got a little mixed up. But next time, he says to me, and I quote, "Sal, you're a little hard on that sheriff." I go, "Whoa, am I?" Because a lot of these are. So, I don't think I'm hard on him, but he thinks, yes, he thinks, guys, that there's so much that we just don't know, and it's going to happen. I mean, you got to think about it. Elizabeth Smart was 9 months.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if Nancy is alive right now. Like, that's, I mean, honestly, like, I know that's probably not the case, but imagine.
You never know. I mean,
I
that would be amazing if she got to, you know, go home and, well, I don't know that she should stay in that home maybe, but if she got to go someplace where she felt comfortable after all this time away.
Well,
depending
also,
on how and what happened, really.
Mm-hmm.
If it happened as we think it did, she wouldn't want to stay there.
And I know a few people in the chat were talking about like, oh, well, the perp had like a little flashlight in his mouth because I was chatting about that step. Well, just to know where Max and I are staying, which is, again, not far from Nancy. I'm not obviously going to give specifics, but we're staying not far from Nancy. Our person noted like you cannot see anything at night. So you're going to need like multiple lights to get in.
Like if you stick your hand like this, you can't see your hand from.
Yes. Like she said, it's almost like a caution.
But also though, when you're out there for 10 or 15 minutes, your pupils will adjust and you will see very well. I know it'll be pitch black, but with that moonlight and stuff, you will see. That's how your eyes will work. But it'll take 10 or 15 minutes. You have to be out there for a while.
Step? I'm going down. Like there's no way. I mean, I trip in like the broad daylight.
You will see. I know if you just walked right out that door, you're blinded but after 10 or 15 minutes, your pupils will adjust and you will see pretty well, I think. Not to sound.
I think that's why a lot of people move in that area, particularly, you know, retirements, because they want to see that beautiful, I'm going to see tonight. Well, I won't see tonight because it's going to rain, cloudy, but the stars we heard from Savannah, she liked bobcats, I believe, and the beautiful sunsets that were exposed from the streamers. You know, that's why a lot of people live out there. They want that dark. That's what they want. You know, who thought this was going to happen?
No, they have a law. They have an ordinance for all the extra lighting. Yeah, it must be beautiful at night to be able to look out. When we go camping up north here in Canada, there's an Algonquin Park where you can howl and the wolves will howl back to you. You look up and there's an aurora borealis above you, and you can see, oh my God, you can see a billion stars. It's so beautiful. So I understand why they want that.
Now, I want everybody, excuse me real quick, Michelle, hold on. Tomorrow night, come over to I'm only kidding, guys. I'm going to do a camping video, and we're going to hear.
Oh, that's
cool. Do it.
I will. I'm going to do it, guys. We're having a little fun. So if anybody ain't doing anything around this time, maybe a little later, come on in and have your marshmallows.
And we can do a dual stream properly. We could properly dual stream too if you ever want.
Shibby, you got my email. Well, I'll
get a hold of you. Don't you worry, young man.
Okay, I'm sorry, Michelle. Go ahead, Michelle.
No, that's okay. I mean, to me, my question for you and for everyone here is, where do you think, and this is such a hard question because we really just don't know, but I know some of us think.
By the way, excuse me, Michelle, you got some good, tough questions there, young lady.
I know it.
Good job. Well done. Go ahead.
So I literally I always want my lives to be educational and I want them to be interesting and I want to listen to the chat. And that's why I always ask, like, if you guys have questions, like bring it. And that's why I like bringing new faces on, because I want to hear what you think, Sal. I want to hear what Shibby, Max, like, it's so nice to pick brains apart because like Max was saying, it gets your mind churning. And then you're like, okay, well, actually what he said.
And it's
makes
Max,
more
not Mac.
sense. Max, yeah.
Yeah.
They call us
Two
Eminem.
X's.
Yeah,
Eminem.
so I want to
Two
apologize,
X's.
but yeah.
It's two X's, Sal. Two
Well, you-
X's.
Two
Yeah,
X's.
2 X's. Okay, Sal, you know, you got,
Yeah.
I'm Italian. You got to tell me a couple times. But you're right, Michelle. You did a good job. And some good questions, tough questions. You were prepared.
Thank you. Yeah, I spend my day and I put my notes together. I listen to lives. But I did want to ask, where do you think the perp / Nancy currently are? Do you think that they're close to the neighborhood? Do you think that they're no longer even in Arizona? Do you think Mexico's an
You're
option?
talking about the people allegedly the suspects, not the remains.
Yeah, and along with Nancy, like I'm just curious, like do you personally think that she's close by to home? Because I personally think she's, I mean, this is terrible to say, but there was like that house that was getting construction. There was a lot of cement. And I personally think potentially Nancy could be there if she is unalived. That's just my personal opinion.
Let's talk about the remains first. Me, when people do a crime, the longer you go, you know, the theories of Mexico, my wife, she's in Mexico, God bless, yeah. But the longer you drive, the longer you go, the more your chances of getting caught. I believe that most of us aren't going to be surprised, and they're going to find, I don't want to get too graphic on your channel, but they're going to find different parts of the body, we say that, in that area, within 5-10 mile zone. You know, yeah, you might find one piece in a garbage or something like that. Again, I don't want to get too graphic. And as far as the suspects, plural, you know, the question I have, why didn't they rat? Well, I tell you why they didn't rat. There's no cash out yet, right? There's no, forget the Bitcoin. I mean, don't forget it, but you know what I mean? There's no house. They can't sell the house, right? And by the way, the house is not for sale. I had a source just to clarify that house cannot be sold because there's no remains. But I believe you have 3 suspects, and I believe all 3 suspects are in that area. And why they haven't wrapped? Because there's no cash prize. But once things get out there, you're for sure, you take 4 of us on the panel, right? We're all together. But once there's money involved, 90% of one person is going to say, hey, what about my piece? Why?
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. But to your question, Michelle, they're in that area. The bodies, the remains, are in that area. And I believe the people who done this are in that area.
Do you think there's even a car? I personally don't think that there's even a car.
Well, again, we don't have a car, right? There's no car. So, I mean, you know, so they had to do something with that body. Did they just, you know, as Shibby says, they just put over her shoulder and walk through the backyard? And what did they do? I mean, how could you, did they just go ahead and, you know, bury out there where the FBI was at? I mean, they drag her out there. This is to the panel and the chat. I mean, if there's no car.
Wait, I gotta bring it up. There's someone who keeps thinking that there was Max knows, we hear this all the time. There was
all the time.
We bring it up to Shibby, a portable wheelchair in that backpack, and they pushed her out in that. I can't foresee a wheelchair being back there, but what do you think?
People
I mean,
get
it's
so mad.
Hey, that's not too far. I don't think it's too far out of
in
the
the
question.
backpack. A portable wheelchair.
Oh, you said backpack. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, no
yeah, I
way.
mean, they would have had that planted out there. No, I mean, but then why would they
Why would you even
drag
need
her?
it though? You wouldn't. She's only 130 pounds. I don't want to sound weird, but I mean, even if it was just you could fireman drag her out.
Me?
Anybody could. A 10-year-old, yes. You know the fireman drag. Even if her feet were dragging, you know, or
Yeah, but
Those
Shibby, I know
two
you probably
people,
heard
like-
this 100 different times on other streamers or just friends and relatives. You know, it's still dead weight. It's still, and you gotta understand, it's
understand.
scary.
I
No.
understand.
You're right too, though. But then, I mean, think about this, Max and Michelle. You got to take that body. You're nervous. I mean, come on. I don't care if they've been studying
Yeah,
this. You
but
got to be
they're
nervous.
probably smoking. They possibly smoking something.
Oh,
know, or the adrenaline. Yeah, the adrenaline. Honestly, as a 52-year-old grandpa of 2, I could easily
God bless you.
sling her
Yeah.
out, and I'm out of
So-
shape.
But the wheelchair would have to be out there somewhere, not too far fetched, but not in a backpack. I mean, how could you? I'm trying to think.
I don't-
I mean, no.
Yeah, not in a backpack. I've never heard of that in a backpack. That backpack
Again,
was stuffed with
we
something
don't
though.
think that, because every time we bring this
No, no,
up,
no, no,
people
I know.
attack me saying,
Mm.
I think this. I do not think that.
Yes.
But
We
it's
thought it
just
was
a
crazy.
theory. And I think that's part of what
They're
it
not
is.
going to attack you. They have to come through me first. But go ahead. No, I
Yeah.
mean that's not
No,
too
but-
far. I mean,
yeah. Thank you,
you know.
Sal. But people get so
you-
upset, and I think what they don't understand is you just have to say everything, because if you say 100
Sure.
wrong things and one correct things, like one correct thing that's the
I
correct
mean,
theory, you're that
I'll
much
believe it
closer.
if somebody can show
So-
me a backpack that stuffed but that size, and if somebody could pull a wheel, send me the YouTube video. I'd love to see it. If there's
Yeah.
one, I'll gladly believe it. I mean, I just never heard of that myself.
I don't think it's possible, but if someone figures that out, they are welcome to
The
show me.
backpack would
They
need
can
to be a
come on
little
live with
bigger,
us.
or those wheels
Yeah.
would be very small, or something.
Well, the wheels could have been inflatable, is what the theory was. So I don't.
Oh,
They were
boy.
blowing them up. Yeah,
That is reaching.
self-inflatable.
but going back to the car, there's no car, so
Yeah.
so you got to. Okay, I keep thinking. Sorry, Max, but yeah, you're thinking. Well, that backyard. Did they drag her through that backyard? I think that's what we're talking about. Possibility, right?
Or just two guys would easily, carry one end each, right?
Correct.
Not that we know there was two guys, but I
Right.
find it hard to believe that first guy was alone.
Does
Although
anybody in
it's
the
all
chat
we
think
know
it's a solo? Does anybody in your chat? I wish. Okay, I finally can see the chat here. Whoa.
Oh yeah, your
Um,
chat has been working.
Okay.
I'm
Does
saying-
anybody in the chat or on the panel actually think one person can carry out this horrific crime? Anybody? I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you think it's possible. That
I
one
do
person.
myself. I
You do?
think one can, but not this guy, not the one that we saw on video.
Got
I think one competent, because I know as a guy, like if I were going to do these things, I would have like a multi-tool or a screwdriver or bolt cutters ready to go. I wouldn't be using a little branches to pry a camera off. I would use a screwdriver or a multi-tool I had with me. So he's
And
obviously
Max, would you use the plants to actually cover up the camera? And that goes to you too, Michelle. Real quick. Sorry,
he
Michelle.
pried the camera
Oh
off.
no, I
with
was just
them.
gonna
He didn't
Shibby,
cover
you
it.
got a super chat if you want to call it out. It came a while ago.
Yeah, I did mention that. So thank you to I can't see the
John,
name.
I
Can you,
think.
John. Hello, John.
John
and thank you for the super chat.
MY50. Yep. And thank
Mhm.
you, Wayne. I got one from Wayne.
And Joe came over to your channel and became a member too, I think. I just seen that.
Yes, I
Oh,
just
did you see that?
thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah. Every
Um,
time that somebody new comes in your chat, I've been telling them to,
Thank
if
you.
you only hear Sal, go to Cases and Conversations or at Just Max Live or at Sweet Dude Shibby. We're all dual streaming, and Sal is still live.
No, notice,
Some
Shibby.
people are-
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
thank
you
you.
to everyone with
my
the
pleasure.
positive comments and all. You guys are all amazing. Everyone's just been so gracious in the section tonight.
This is awesome.
Yes,
I
very,
love.
very
I do love the throwing ideas off each other, bouncing ideas. The whole brainstorming is. I always, even just tonight, I've thought of 2 or 3 things that I haven't thought of in the last 3 or 4 months of contemplating this crime. So
And
it's
Michelle,
always
did I
good.
interrupt you? Did you have I think were you in the middle of another question to us or to me?
I think
Was
you were asking about the
Go on.
brush, right? You said would you use the brush
Oh,
to hide
right.
the ring camera?
Oh, I think Shibby said that.
Do you know? Well, yeah, you were saying. Do you think he covered the camera with the branches, or because I think he used the branches to maybe cover on his way up, but he also pried them off because there was still a branch stuck in that little
I mean,
that
who the
little
hell knows? I mean,
bracket. There was a bracket.
Yeah.
He used them to pry it off. It showed it. Because in that video, Brian Enton's video, when they show the blood, he scans up to see the empty bracket where the camera was, and there's a piece of that branch right behind it stuck.
oh,
So
okay,
he
I
was
remember
using
that.
it to
Yes,
pry
thanks for
off.
okay, got it. Yeah,
But
yeah.
also,
I mean,
he
who
could have been using it to block his way. But I know myself as a guy, as I think of these crimes when I think I would never do them, but how could I have done this better? And I know I would have a little piece of duct tape with me to cover that camera lens, or a little tiny model paint where I could black paint where I could spray camera lenses. I would be more prepared than this guy for sure. Oh, Dom C just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Dom C.
Yes,
John
I
M. John
Very
M.
nice. Good.
1-1. Sofa Sleuth, Leah, Heather Cameron, and Goldilocks are all new.
Oh, I like that name,
you,
Goldilocks.
John.
And I'm
Thank
able
you.
to finally at the end here read the chat. Thank you for those who are. First of all, thanks for those on my channel subscribing to Michelle and Shibby. And Max too. Max has a channel. And for those who are coming over from Michelle to mine, I just want to say on behalf of all of us on here, we greatly appreciate you guys. We could not do it without any of you. So thank you.
You know what
Yes.
I've done for you, Sal, is I've pinned in my chat all our links in one comment. So if you see the private chat, if you guys can copy and paste that one, it has all 4 of our channel links in it. If you can copy and paste that one into your chat, it gets us to all 4 of our channels if people want to subscribe.
Oh,
Yeah, I
thank
got
you,
mine- I've had
Dom
you
C. I
pinned
just
for
got
half an hour
5
ago.
memberships gifted as well.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
Dom C,
Dom is
you're
the
amazing.
best.
She's so sweet.
Very nice.
Dom C303.
Want me to read? So Dom C gifted Epiphany, DB, San Juan, Oni, Garashi, Kadam, and Nancy L. Care.
Hmm.
Wow.
Congratulations,
membership.
everyone. She just gave 10
Thank you, Dom.
memberships between the 2.
Congratulations. Very nice.
channels.
Was it 10
Welcome,
or 5?
everyone.
No, it was 5. It was 5.
Oh, hey,
Oh, it's
Chris.
10, yeah. 5 for
Hi,
me and
Chris.
5 for you. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, overall, just to get back on topic about Nancy
Yeah.
too. Thank you, Dom C. I also just wanted to know my key takeaways too from which I thought was amazing, that interview that Brian Enton did with Maureen O'Connell. If you guys haven't watched it, definitely watch it. Also, they're asking for Max's channel. I'm going to put everyone's back in my chat as well. So
Can you see the private chat? If you're on computer, you could copy and paste
yep,
that
that's what
whole
I see
one.
it, and I'm going to take everyone's from there.
If you want.
I'll do that too.
Yeah. So basically, I think I put everyone in. I put
I see
myself in there, guys.
my
just so you
people are rating Sal's chat now. I see Jen's over there saying hi, and Brenda came over to say hi. So everyone, before we end all of this, go on over to each other's, and if you like us, support and like, share, subscribe.
Is my
hype.
chat still going? I don't even
Yes.
see
Yeah,
it.
they're in
Okay.
here.
It is. People keep
Every
popping
time I
over.
see a few new people, I
I
drop
feel
a
so
comment
bad. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, thank you,
and
Kara.
send them
or Cara.
to so they can hear the
She
full.
she subscribed to Shabby.
Shabby.
Ted called me Shippy. Ted called me Shippy for the first 3 or 4 months I knew him. SHIPPY.
Shippy.
It's funny.
We got the Italian crew. We got Shabby over here. We got Maxie. We got Michelle. we got
Where's Melly? Hey, Melly. get
Hey,
your butt over
Melanie.
here.
Sorry, guys, we get a little
Yeah,
goofy, but I enjoyed this. Did you have anything else? Anybody else?
I mean, I think for you, Sal, too, like I think hearing your key takeaways from it, again, mine basically was right now we're at the point where the FBI is back in the neighborhood. Like I said, I think something's going to pop off.
Sorry to interrupt. Sal's got a new member, Dom C303. Welcome to Sal's.
You
Vegas
rock.
home.
Thank you.
Oh, and
Thank
Missy
you, Dom
Haynes is a new member.
Thank you, Missy. Oh, Missy. We love Missy.
Dom C gifted 5 memberships in Sal's chat.
Oh, very
Wayne
nice.
WE won it. Brenda Walsh, one of my superstars, won it. Michael Coons, the Lone Wolf, Christy CQ, and Chicken Macaroni. Chicken Macaroni.
Chicken macaroni.
You
And I think
come on down.
857's in your chat,
won.
Shibby, too. He's saying
Is he?
hello.
Get out.
Oh, I think he's
He's
in
in
mine. He
Max's.
said
Oh,
hi.
he's in Max's
I
chat.
said hi.
Can I just say something
Hi,
though?
Jamie.
Shibby,
Yeah.
you have this relaxing, not to put us to sleep, Shibby, please.
Hmm.
You have such a great, calm, collective. I mean, aren't we all so much of it? You do a good job, Shibby. I just want to say that. So,
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. I mean that.
When I turned 50, I finally realized
You got to come down.
to not freak out and do everything the exact opposite of what I'm feeling. So now that I'm 52, I've just come to this. So this is.
Well, wait till you're 60 this year. I'll be 60. Then you'll say, "Whoa!" You just get more hyper. I'm just
I
kidding.
think I'm just going to get better with age. Fine wine like you, Sal. Sure.
Michelle, you
thank
imagine you and I together somewhere talking and
You and I will get kicked out. They're going to be like, get these Italians out of
Who
here.
are these guys?
They'll be too
Who are
loud.
these Italians? Get rid of them over here.
Sorry to
And I'm
interrupt,
that
guys.
one person, like
Oh.
in my job, you can ask Max, like anywhere that I'm going, if someone's not going to say something because they're worried and they don't want to bring it up, I'm the one that's going to make it known. I'm going to tell everyone. I'm going to call someone out. That's just
Yeah,
something
she
I
does
love.
not care. It's the best. When I
So
don't feel like
Michelle's about
doing
to
something,
mention
I
that
make her do it.
Liberty, and Justice for All, and Just for All has gifted 10 memberships in Michelle's chat. So
Thank you so
Gina D,
much.
Wow.
Me Blondie, Brooke Newsall, Mel, Linda Ramsey, D Moss, Fantasy 72, Callie Thunder and Sydney Koskinen and Humphrey Bear have all won memberships.
Wow.
Congratulations.
One
Amazing.
comment
Congrats,
after
everyone.
the memberships, because I saw a chat like a while ago and I wrote it down. And this was something that I've been thinking about. Why, now that we've been talking about did Nancy never come home? Originally, I always was like, no, she came home, she came home. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was C Fresh in the chat said, why don't we know what Nancy was wearing the night of? And I've wondered that too, because if she was taken in the night, then she would have been wearing pajamas. So that would make sense why we don't know. But why don't we know, say she got home and was not going right to bed? Why don't we know what she wore that night with A&T?
Right.
You know,
Right.
Isn't that odd? Even just
Great-
to say she was wearing jeans or
Great
this
point.
shirt or a blouse. Why did we never get that information? That's important information still. Like say, because someone else was saying, well, maybe she got there, but she never got into the house because Tommaso sped off, maybe, who knows? But at that point, what she's wearing is still valid. We should know she was last seen in this clothing and it's not known. You know, they never gave any information like that. So who knows? And back to Michelle's point, I do think whoever did this is watching everything, knowing what's going on, and is still in the area.
Yeah. And I that's how I feel. I mean, my personal, like I said, we chatted about a bunch too. I think personally, with the FBI being back in the neighborhood, they're there for a reason. I don't necessarily only think it's because of the monsoons. Again, like maybe they're looking for clothing or other things that could have been brought back up. But to me, that's just more of a red flag. I think that something's going on. Oh, criminal network. Hey, Alex, we're coming to we're coming to Tucson in a few days, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Oh, Alex, yeah. Alex, Ted wants Michelle and Max to pick up his Starlink if you still have it. If they can get it from you, they'll be out there. If we can arrange that, I'll email you or Michelle and Max will, okay, buddy? No, Alex.
Oh,
cool.
snap. Alex says.
What's up, Alex?
Hey,
It's
Alex,
getting
what's
lit
up?
now.
Where is he? In yours or mine? Or
I want to try
He's
and
in
ride
my
a
chat.
javelina.
I think he's in mine.
right?
Oh, he
I
said he
have
has
it
it
boxed
boxed
up.
up.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Yeah, if you can't send it off,
Oh.
they'll be out there. And Ted said Michelle and Max can pick it up and use it and then return it if
Yeah,
you
that's
want.
awesome.
So totally up to you.
Okay, back to this. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we keep getting sidetracked. Okay, so basically, I said my overview from the Maureen interview with Brian Enton. Again, if you guys haven't seen that, you need to watch it. I thought there was a lot of great information in there. I kept having to stop it and listen and rewind. I thought she was awesome. And again, the blood at the scene, the video says responding duties and deputies initially believed the blood could have been old. To me, it doesn't make sense because I'm like, still take it just in case. They left the mat there. I think it's still there. I think they took a piece of it. Again, she also noted that the prop doors open with Nancy's car remaining there, her Apple Watch there, and then for them to still think that she just kind of wandered off initially, why the scene wasn't taped off. So to me, maybe they're bringing fresh investigators in, but I think something's about to pop off. I'm just saying.
No, I agree.
Yeah. And Sal, I mean, you've been out there, correct?
No, I have not been out there.
Oh, Max, he was supposed to come out this upcoming week as well.
I was
really?
this day I was supposed to be here. Yeah, and I tore my tricep, and I got
no.
my wife's birthday's next week. So look, I hope I don't want. I mean, my plans are to go out there, soon, but I don't want to. I mean, I want this to be solved. We want to wake up and hear that they find justice for Nancy Guthrie. But yeah, I was supposed to go out this week, but I tore my tricep, so here we are camping. It's getting dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have not been out
you
there.
needed a break. I
Yeah.
feel like you're always doing something and well-deserved. And you've been amazing. You've been so great to me. I just want to thank you so much again for coming on and just taking the time out to be here and answer all my questions that I had for you. It's been awesome. I don't want to keep you any longer. I want you to go relax, and I'll stay on a bit longer with you guys if you want to stay on and chat.
Oh,
a
yeah,
little bit
we're
more.
staying live. So Michelle or Matt, sorry to interrupt, Sal, but if you want to tell your people, not only can they get the first 2 hours that you were pretty much the first hour. Sal got interviewed all by himself by Michelle, and it's very interesting. So check it out, the replay on Michelle's, Max's, or mine, Shibby's channel. And also, we're going to stay live. So if Sal leaves, come on over to our channels. We're going to stay live still if you'd like.
Yeah, I got some thunder and lightning. I'm going to hang out for another minute or two, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at the sky.
I feel those mosquitoes are looking at you right now. I feel them.
Mosquitoes and bees.
Mosquitoes
I
be all over you
I
soon.
got to smoke my cigar. My wallet, my cigar.
Yeah, you got to get
It
the
was a
cigar.
pleasure to be on here with everybody, and God bless everybody. And where's Nancy? Let's find Nancy and justice. You know, this can't go on anymore. They got to find it. But again, Elizabeth Smart, 9 months. That's what we were talking about a little while ago, real quick.
There's always
And
hope.
that there's always hope. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've
Thank
been
you, Will.
amazing,
You're awesome.
and I'm sure we'll chat soon. We'll definitely keep in touch. And then next week when we're in Arizona, I'd love to pick your brain while we're out there.
Absolutely, yes. And give Shibby. You have my my information. It's
Yes,
a-
I'll
I
share
will
with him.
email you for sure, bro.
I know,
Okay.
no, I'm going to keep it secretive.
Yeah, I'll be checking you guys out there. Max. I'm only
Also,
kidding. I'll be checking you guys out and watching.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me know if you want me to
So
come
the-
on and give you a perspective. Absolutely. Yes. Go ahead.
definitely what's going to happen is if they have any technical difficulties, I'm going to stream it for them, and then they'll call in and do the same thing through me, especially if they can't get that Starlink or they have problems, or I'll just help them. And yeah, I'd love to see them get together with you and you can show them around. You're awesome guide.
Yeah, we'll have to come to Vegas next.
Yeah. Thank you so
Hey
much.
guys, the doors are open.
Yeah.
We got sausages and peppers and whatever. My doors are open, guys. Anybody wants to come to
Oh,
Vegas? And we
No, Sal,
we,
you have no idea. I'm making the homemade sauce on Sundays. I'm cooking the chicken
Good.
parm. Ask Max.
I'm coming. There you go.
I'm a
Yeah,
really good cook.
And you know, and most importantly, before I eat, we make sure I just want to mention this. My wife would be upset. We help out the homeless in Las Vegas metropolitan. So we're blessed in our chat, you know, and we can get and forward it to the less fortunate. But that's some good stuff you guys want to watch. You get some tears in your eye, some joy in your eye, and that's all we can do is try. And that goes for everybody on here, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time. God bless you all. Thank you, Michelle. You were great.
Sal,
Shibby,
don't
I owe
forget
you.
to end your stream. Don't forget to
Thank
end your
you.
stream somehow.
Yes. And Max, the camera likes you.
Thank you so
Aw,
much.
Sal, we'll chat soon. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you,
guys.
Sal.
Have a good night, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, Sal.
See you
Okay,
soon.
bro.
God bless.
Bye.
God bless.
He's
Wow,
awesome, guys.
eh?
I love him.
He's awesome.
I told you, just his energy. You know, it's always he's always got a great vibe to him.
Mhm.
He does. He really does.
And you know what the funny thing is in the beginning, when I first saw him with Ted, I was worried because they were too much alike. I thought they were but he was really caring about Ted and watching over him and helped them drive around. And when they went to that restaurant, he was
Oh my
great.
God, I
was great.
forgot the meat restaurant. That was
Yes.
Sal who took
He was
that.
there. Yeah. That first day when I saw him, I was like, oh my God, him and Ted can't go off by themselves. We'll never see them again. Las Vegas will be closed down, I thought.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, I'm basically like a female version of Sal. I feel like it's the Italian. That's what it is. We have the same personalities. I think that's why we click. And just being able to chat with him the last, few weeks about the case, and everyone's been so great. I love you guys all. Everyone's been
So
so
email,
open.
send me his email and I'll email in to say hi and also how.
I have his
you could
number.
do
I
this
think that's
next
why he
time.
said give him my contact, so I can just give you that.
Sure. That'd be awesome. Wow.
That
Oh,
was a lot of meat.
I think he
people
just ended his stream. I think the picture just changed for the first time in 2 hours.
Oh, okay. So it ended.
Does anyone want to hop on with us? If you want
Oh.
to, let's keep chatting for a little
I'll
bit
put the link in
longer.
my
I would.
chat. Yeah, I'll see if anyone wants to call in. How about we do that?
Yeah, do you want me to put the link up? I'll put the link
Put
in.
them in all three of our chats.
Yeah,
I'll put
Max
it in mine.
Adger's in. Wayne,
put it
where are
in.
you? I love chatting with Wayne.
He's
Alex?
the best.
Alex,
I've been
Criminal Network,
listening to him while I'm
857.
working.
Anyway,
Someone also
call in.
asked me for the link a little while ago. He would be a very, I think, big special appearance, but we'll see if he's still around.
See,
I don't know.
I've been friendly with Alex for years before the Nancy Guthrie on other case. So
The Delphi
he's
case, right?
He's an awesome dude. He's very awesome.
You guys have all been so great. That's what I love about it. Everyone's been so welcoming and so sweet. And I think it's like at the end of the day, and this is what I try to say, it's all about keeping Nancy's name alive and then covering other cases that we feel deserve and need the publicity on it. So there should be no hate. Jennifer's here. Is that for you?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Hello, Jennifer. Welcome in.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Welcome on.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. Shibby, I love your channel. I love Max and you, Michelle, too. You guys are
thank
great.
you.
I enjoy listening and everything, but I just wanted to ask a question. Did you guys watch the TBX Unfiltered with the private investigator that gave his information?
I don't think I did.
I've been listening to like clippings of that. But I haven't, because I think they were on Patriot Pride. I believe Jen was on Patriot Pride, so I was listening in a little bit of that, but I didn't fully hear about it. Do you want to fill us in?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I mean, I don't really go with conspiracies. I try to stick to facts and facts only. But this private investigator, Bill Garcia, out of California, is working this case on his own, just on his own goodwill. I don't think anybody's asked him to be there or anything like that. But he said that he has more information than what the public can. And he's been doing this for 35 years, retired paramedic. I mean, he just has a long list of history with. He's been doing private investigating for 35 years, plus his, I think he was at EMT and then went to college. I don't know. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of credentials behind him. He worked the Lacey Peterson case, all of that.
Don't get me started on that case. Ooh.
Yeah, right.
I do remember him now, Jen. Now that you said that, he was an older man, a thin guy with the dark hair and dark mustache, in his car talking to them.
He's like a native Indian person.
I remember him now.
Yeah, he is amazing. He went on their channel, and if you were to go back to TBX Unfiltered and watch their interview with him, it was very intriguing. He has certain credentials that, because he's a private investigator, he can get into that the average person cannot tap into. It's some sort of system they use. I mean, something that maybe you pay for as you're an investigator, some sort of software. He stated that he was going back through, as an investigator, I guess you continue to go back through and comb and recomb and comb again and recomb and make sure you have all of your facts right, and see if you can find anything that is different in what you comb back through. And he was combing back through, and he was reading inside of this software that Nancy Guthrie was deceased. It was her date of birth, her social security number.
The day she went missing, correct?
February the 1st, she was declared deceased.
I did hear this.
In 35 years, he's never seen this happen where it was, quote, a mistake.
Wow.
That is odd.
Before the elephant in the room gets any bigger, Wayne has joined the program. Hello,
Wayne.
Welcome,
Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
Welcome,
I've been
everybody.
listening to your coverage.
Are you allowed to be
daily.
up this late? Are you allowed to be up this late, Wayne?
Just on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Oh, perfect. Lucky for us. How are you?
Doing fantastic. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good,
How'd you
good.
like the live? Were you listening in?
I was not for the entire live, so I missed the first part. So I'm going to go back and watch that on replay. But you had a full panel when I first came on. So
Yeah, Sal's awesome.
I was actually over with PI 56. I was invited to come over there tonight. She made a really, really cool song for Nancy and for all of us. And,
that was sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she broke us all down. She didn't tell us what it was going to be about. And then the song came on and everybody's all boo-hooing. I'm having to get tissue.
No, it's great. It's great, Wayne, with all these new songs, even though they're AI and stuff, but we're allowed to listen to music again, like without copyright worries when we make
Yeah, I
them
saw
ourselves.
that, the new
So that's the
update.
beauty of it. So
Also,
it's
did you
AI.
guys see Criminal Network? Did you see Alex's new clipping he did with the blue Malibu? You could hear the call in.
Yes. And I wish he would
Yes.
come up and talk to us a little bit about it. I saw him in your chat, and he says he thinks he maybe have identified the driver.
Is Sal back?
He says,
Oh,
we don't know if he's involved, but the owner of the blue Malibu plate number is their name from Tucson. Maybe he was the driver. Sleuth away,
Max
folks.
is in
Oh, boy.
Connecticut. You could
That
speak.
is
Alex has
something,
given us
y'all.
some.
Oh, it was
Oh,
hot
that would
today.
serve everybody right if Alex solved the friggin' case.
Mhm.
Could you imagine?
Can we watch it, Alex? Is that
That would
okay?
be
Can we
so
bring
cool,
it up?
y'all. How cool would it
And
be if Alex
was it
solved the
awarded
case?
the P-tent key to the city? He'd be able to use that P-tent anywhere he wanted, in all of Pima County.
Nice, Shibby. Nice.
I do think
Yes, of
just
course.
going back to Jennifer,
Jennifer?
how you
Yeah.
brought up that is really interesting. I saw that, but I don't understand why, like, something about that doesn't add up. How does that happen? But is that why they're saying they think that they can sell the house if there's a death certificate?
I think that was what was alluded.
Okay.
But I mean, he didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
in 35 years of his detective work, which he's been a really good detective and solved a lot of crimes in his career,
Yeah.
he didn't know why that would be a mishap.
Yeah.
Like that just it's never been a mishap in 35 years. Why would it be one today? Or
Mhm.
back that day, I guess. But so he had called, I believe. They did another live, like, because they go live like Tuesdays and Saturdays. So she gave an update because she had spoken to him, or maybe via text or what they had communicated. Um, and he was not able to get a clear answer as to why that box was checked that she was deceased on that day.
Yeah.
So he's still
That's
searching for why that was.
That's weird.
it.
Is he like
Just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
the longer haired guy? I think he wears a cowboy hat and
Yes,
he's like Spanish. He's been on somebody else's show previously
he's
before a while back. I think he was like going to do some searches in Mexico too, just across the border or something.
he's done searches in Mexico, but he's not going back to Mexico to search for Nancy because
Okay.
he clearly stated on that live, the first one, which I believe was last Tuesday,
Was
that
it
he doesn't think that.
Coffindaffer that he was on before?
I'm sorry.
Was it Jennifer Coffindaffer that he was
Yes.
on before?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I
Yes.
thought. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
Breaking
sorry.
news, guys. Breaking news. Sal finally ended his live stream.
Yeah, he just said
Oh.
he's trying to end it.
Awesome. He got it ended. It's ended, folks. Boy, oh boy. So I'll type in his chat for them. If they still want to hear the rest, come on over. Come find us.
Right. Just
And
leave it
Jenny, are
alone.
you the Jenny Sharon in my chat? Jenny?
Me?
Which one? Do you mind saying which name you use in chat? Or is it-
Yeah, Jennifer Sorrells.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Thank
hey.
you for hopping on.
How are you?
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of
awesome to
course.
talk to you.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I chime in from time to time, and I
Cool.
kind of sit in the background and don't say a whole lot. But sometimes when I think stuff is important, I'll kind of speak up. But I did think that was very important what he was saying because it did give a zip code
Mhm.
of the area that she was deceased in. He did say on the first live stream. Well, there was only one that he was actually present on, that he wouldn't give the zip code out, but it was in the Phoenix area. But the second one, when she said she had spoken to him, he provided her the screenshot of his software. They redacted the social security numbers. Of course, you would do that. You wouldn't want anybody's social out there. But they were given permission not to redact the zip code. So the zip code is in there of where this software is telling him that she perished on the February the 1st. The zip code is in there. So it was
Wow.
somewhere around the Phoenix area.
So how
Jen,
close does
can
the
I
zip
ask
code
you
get you? Within a couple
what's his
blocks?
name? one more time? What's the guy's name?
Bill Garcia.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. He's
Yeah,
like a
he-
native Indian, like a, not India the country, but he's Indian.
Right, Native American.
Yeah, a Native American. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
So that was on Jennifer Coffindapper's channel, right? That
It
interview was
was.
a couple of months
And I
ago,
think
wasn't
it
it? A
is
month ago or
very
so.
important
Yeah.
that y'all would clip that and replay that. I think it's at like 1 hour and like 11 or 12 minutes.
And he is speaking with
I'll find it now.
Jen. He's speaking with Jen now from TBX.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then on her last episode, at the very, very end, they had some news anchor on there from California that they interviewed. But at the very end, so there's 2 videos. The first one is where she interviewed him. The second video is where she put the clip up there of the actual screenshot that he provided her of what his software was saying with her social security number redacted.
What was that recent? Is that a newer interview?
So I
Or
think
the
they were
same
on
one?
Tuesday. No, it's 2 different interviews. One
Hmm.
would have been Tuesday.
So what's today? So one day ago.
No,
Right,
the
today's Wednesday.
previous
What's today?
Tuesday.
So 7 or 8 days. I'll look. I'm looking on
Right.
her channel right now. Sorry.
Yeah. If you'll
Yeah.
if you'll scroll over till about 1 hour and 12 minutes, that's when he talks about it.
Hey, Wolf
And then
Moon. I don't know if you can see me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, and then the second video, it's going to be towards the very end. I lost my AirPods tonight, so I can't find them. So I'm sorry
Wow.
if y'all hear sirens.
Third person.
I'll mute it.
Don't worry.
Sorry,
Third person
sorry.
tonight that's had trouble
Max,
with
was
it.
the noise the cricket outside?
I don't know. I kept hearing a weird noise, but I don't.
but do
I
you hear
wasn't
it
the
now?
sirens. Kind of. Does
Oh, I
anyone
don't
else
hear
hear that?
anything.
I
Maybe
don't.
it's a me thing, you
I
guys.
hear an
I don't know.
airplane going over my house, and that's all I hear. Close to
Also,
Atlanta
can
Airport.
we? I
Hold
just
on, let
emailed
me
you a
hop off.
photo too from Alex Shibby. Can we watch that video too about the Malibu?
Yes. Yeah. Can you send me the link in the private chat? And Flickr Flickr. She gave me a $5 super chat to say Shibby, Shibby,
Oh.
Shibby, Shibby. Thank you, Flickr.
Absolutely. Flicker's been hanging out with me for the last 2 days, and she painted me
She's
a
a wild
frog
one,
and
that
named it.
Flickr.
And she named it
She's
Wayne.
a wild one.
Maybe. Can you believe
Love
that?
her. What'd she do?
Also,
She painted me a frog and named it Wayne.
Oh, great. Yes. That's
That's
awesome.
I know, right?
also, if we get Max to 400, he said he would perform for us.
Okay, guys, let's go. Where is he
Perform
at now?
what?
Do we know?
He's going to get ready for it.
Oh.
I'm coming back to say I didn't say that, but I can keep signing up.
I heard Michelle say it. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, he's
pretty
going to
much is.
perform.
Yeah.
Did you show Shibby your instrument yet? Oh, yeah, no, Shibby has seen it.
I think Shibby's seen it. Yeah.
Have you seen it, Shibby?
I don't think so.
Oh, guys, one moment. Let me.
Well,
Yeah,
I
we
see.
sang in it. Hold on, let me pull this up in the
I have
private.
this next to me currently because I was really
Uh-oh.
hot.
Looky here,
Oh.
y'all. That was so
Yeah.
cool the way that came out. Dude. Like,
Isn't it?
yeah, I love it.
He's
Yeah.
bringing
Everyone in
that in front of-
Tucson has one of them.
I'm gonna have to bring this. I have a multiple, so this is one, and then I
What
have
does it
the Spanish
say,
one.
Max? What does it say on there?
It's from the Lady Gaga Mayhem Ball. So it says
Oh.
the Mayhem Ball
Uh-huh.
2025, 2026.
You're
Lady
a
Gaga.
monster. You're a
And it
little
says-
monster, right?
Yeah.
That what they are?
Dancing-
Gaga's
Dancing
a
until I'm
monster.
dead is what it says.
So he'll do a dance with the fan if we get him to 400 tonight.
I don't know about that.
Come on,
Fan
people have to
dancing.
work
Come
for
on,
it.
guys.
Wait, hold on. Let me grab the other one.
Sub
This
up to
is-
Max. Let's drop his channel in the chat,
This
y'all.
is my other one for Spain. This was like,
Oh.
feels so good.
Yeah, look at that. Sal, okay, ended my live, Shibby. LOL.
good.
Lots of love. You're very welcome, Sal. Look at this.
What was I going to say? Yeah. So, Jennifer left. Well, Jennifer, thanks for hanging.
Oh,
I know.
thank
I
you,
feel
Jennifer.
bad.
Where
Thank
did
you
she
so
go?
much.
Jen,
She probably was like,
Whoa.
I'm
She's in
over
chat.
them.
See that?
if you lost connection or you want to come back or if you just want to say bye and chat, I'll let everyone know if you say goodbye in the chat.
Yeah, but
too.
thank you so much
So
for coming on.
Jennifer-
I'm definitely going to
Yeah,
look
thank you.
that up more about what she said. I think I forgot the time she said. If you could put that in the chat, Jennifer, that'd be great.
Wait, what?
Check out
Shibby,
that
weren't you
comment
looking
from
for it?
Criminal Network.
I just
I've been
private
looking for it. I
chatted.
Oh.
I can't find it. I'll share my screen if you guys want, but I can't find it. I've been on Jennifer Coffinduffer's page.
Well,
And I can go to Alex.
Misty.
Someone's here. Oh, it's Shibby.
Did you check out Alex's last comment there? He's dropping bombs.
Yeah,
in
I sent the photos to Shibby and I sent the link to Shibby in the private C.
the same guy
sent me
who's
a
the
link?
bass player, musician, huge car guy, mechanic, crypto chat coin business owner is the same person who is the owner of the blue Malibu. Mic drop, he said.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that is crazy.
So this is Alex's. So
Yeah,
Alex is good. We're watching this. Yeah, Alex
Right.
is cool.
He said we can use
So-
it.
that's gonna be.
I'll turn the volume down a bit. Can you guys hear it?
Can't even say how big that'll be if Alex solves this case.
I don't hear it.
Mhm.
Oh, and I sent you the photos of the person who is behind that car, and he said it looks like allegedly. We're not saying that this person is
Is there audio
his
on this
porch
or no?
guy. Yeah, there's audio.
Oh yeah. Yep, there is. Sorry.
Bev
Yes,
Mac
ready
is
to go.
asking for my channel. Cases and Conversations, Bev.
The one and only, by the way.
The one and only.
That's right.
Heels on the Ground coming soon to Tucson.
Coming soon, y'all. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I mean, if you want it, it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So let me know.
Max topless with the fan. That's what you guys will
Tell
get
us.
if you
Now we're
hit
talking.
400.
Now we
I
are
am-
talking.
I am not going topless.
I'm gonna go
Show the
make some
hamburger
alt
meat.
accounts.
That is not happening.
I've got to make a fake account right quick so I can
Let's
subscribe
see where
again.
he's at. You're at 330. We just need 70 more.
70 more
69.
people.
Well, I do that.
69.
I subscribe to at least three times to all of you guys because I have my alt accounts I use
Mm.
too. So I've got at least 3 subs for each of you.
Alter
Thank
Oh,
you.
Jennifer
ego.
said she's not sure what happened. She'll come back in a bit. Jennifer, can you
Okay.
let us know what
Oh,
time it was at so then we can look for it? I think you said an hour and something.
Or I need to know which video too because I don't even know if I
Oh
have the
yeah,
right one.
which video
Just-
too?
I
So
don't
let's
see
listen
his
to this
name.
911 call first. This was the
Right.
Chevy Malibu that had to do with the Nancy Guthrie case.
So how about Jennifer? If you want to, if you find the title of the video and the timestamp, just drop it in my chat. You have 3 minutes and 20 seconds starting now. Just kidding.
Welcome, Pepsi girl.
Yeah.
Pepe's girl. Oh, like the pizza?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any audio in the beginning here. Oh, my fault.
10-4, clearly at Oracle and River. The caller is advising they saw a female out of a vehicle window screaming. Then it went northbound on Oracle. The vehicle was a dark gray or blue Chevy Malibu, no plate. Advised that the female was hanging out of the window wearing all black, and the door was also open.
10-4, can you advise PCSO and see if air is available?
10-4, we're advising PCSO now, and air is not up.
10-4.
0004. Unit, somebody copy and attempt to locate for a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen the area of Ina Road in Thornydale, unknown direction of travel. Just 90 units, somebody copy and attempt to locate for a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen the area of Ina Road in Thornydale Road, unknown direction of travel. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Boy, William, Union, William. Vehicle of interest in Nancy Guthrie case sometime on 2/11/2016 in the I-930 area. If located, PC will need to be established for stop to identify the driver. Again, it's going to be a vehicle of interest. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Boy, Union, William. Last seen in the area of Ina and Thornydale. End of attempt to locate 2215 hours.
302 traffic, Chemistry, Arizona, set of Victor, Adam, 0 Edward North.
10-4, 2226.
Copy 2227.
937, I copy 1015 for 1381. Do you need a 926, sir?
937. Can you start Nuttles? No hold. White color.
You are set.
Thank you. Can you see the other people on the way?
2233 hours. 937. 937. County does have a FLEBO. Where do you want it at 45 on that?
MA 45 on their office, please.
Just confirm at R103. 2234. 937, your FLEBO will 45 you at the 103.
Thank you.
2235 hours.
To Jerry, to East 370 DPS requesting a phlebotomist. To Jerry, to East Coast. I'm like 422
927.
2244 hours.
That's crazy. What do you guys think?
That was it. Yeah. That was
And I
wild.
sent you the images from Alex too.
Oh,
Nuts.
email?
Yeah, I emailed them to you. We're not accusing him of anything and anybody, and everything is.
Right.
We're not accusing anyone.
Allegedly, we're just asking questions and having a conversation.
Yeah,
That's right.
cases and conversations, guys.
Oh, are we sure? Well, yeah.
Shibby's had the case. We're having the conversations.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going to go back and listen to this like 25 times too.
Because it's hard to dissect it. You know what I mean? It goes
It
so
is.
fast and they're like mumbling. So I'm just.
Right. And talking over each other a little bit and kind of, so it's hard to pick up on every word they said. I was wishing it had, what do we call it? The words there.
Oh, subtitles.
Yes. Thank you. Closed caption.
So
Oh, yeah,
also we've got everyone looking for the. Also, everyone's looking for the Jennifer Coffindaffer video. So
She said an hour and 12 minutes in.
Yeah, because the detective was a little bit off in that interview with some of the information that he had just from us regular watchers of this, of the case and the streamers that we've been watching. So some of his information was off in that particular interview, but that doesn't mean he hasn't sharpened his wits and stuff by now. And I'd like to know more about the guy. So definitely going to give him a look up and see what kind of cases he has solved. And, use some count after all.
Oh, that was a good
Jennifer-
question by, can I ask Liz Veratic? Always asking great questions. Hey, Shibby, I was wondering, do you think the family is involved? And I don't mean Savannah. I mean the other two or three. For me, if the family's involved, it's strictly Tommaso. Possibly, in my opinion, my belief, I thought. I'm not saying that. I think of many more plausible scenarios, but if it has to be from family, if he's considered family, he's the son-in-law, he would be top on my list. And just asking
Agree.
questions. I'm not
agree with
accusing
that.
or saying anything.
I could extend that out one more past him. And that's about as far as I can get with it.
Or I guess with Annie,
Not with a camera.
maybe she'd be,
Nothing like that.
maybe she would be pulled into it, Annie, but I could see him if it is that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just some weird stuff going on in that family. I don't know.
And let's just say if they did try to pay somebody to have her kidnapped because they thought they could get Savannah to pay and they could get away with it. I mean, and it did go wrong, and it is them. It's a crazy little plot twist. But
Everyone wants us to show the picture. They're asking in the chat. Did you send that to Shibby, Michelle? Or does
Max,
Shibby
we're going to
Michelle?
move on from that, Max. We're going to move on from that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So we're not showing a photo. Maybe
no,
that'll be
let's get that other video going. I think that's
Yeah.
more important to talk about. The other.
Yeah.
So also, any other questions in your chat that we missed?
None for mine.
Well, Jennifer said it was an hour and 12 minutes in, but we don't know which video it is. Jennifer, can you send the link somehow?
I got a question from my chat too.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's from somebody named We Investigate. It says, "Why is nobody in my chat?"
Oh,
are
let
you
me
dual
add all of
streaming
your
too?
links again. Hold on.
Did you start dual streaming?
It's all good, y'all.
I'm gonna add
Why is
your.
nobody in my chat?
Let's see. Oh gosh.
Because everybody is in many different places right now. I saw a lot of people going live in a lot of different places. So I didn't expect for them to be. I was just playing around.
I'm adding you guys. Hold on 1 second.
I did get a laugh out loud from Allison though, so that was very nice.
Wayne's the best. I literally watched the Lindsay Clancy case because of you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen you
honestly.
streaming that.
I'm late to the trial, to the case and everything. So people started talking about it and I was like, what is this going on here? And so I picked up on it, and my daughter, she kind of enjoys it. She has my 3 grandsons and stuff. So
Aw.
she kind of knows what, and one of them is autistic. So she kind of, can relate to what's going on kind of thing a little bit. And so she took an interest in it too. And I said, why not? Let's just go for this right here because I'm interested in it. And I need the hours, y'all. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, honestly, like it's the whole thing is so sad.
Yeah.
Really is sad. Did y'all see her today? She was like
Bawling her eyes out. So I saw you went to go brush your teeth and you like rushed back in.
It happened twice. So like I went in the first time to grab like a sandwich and something to eat, and before I could get back, I could hear her from the kitchen like, oh, and I was like, what is going on? I thought like maybe my stream had messed up or something. So I come back and it's her crying, and they go on break. So they get her under control. So I eat the sandwich and everything's fine and dandy. So I go to brush my teeth real quick, and as soon as I left the room again, and it's her the same thing. I was like, man, this is what her husband had to feel like, I'm sure. Like
It was a lot.
Can't
Yeah,
leave her for 5 minutes without she's like, woo, off the deep end.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
So have we got
Her
that video
lawyer
yet
was
from
like,
anyone?
oh my God, what have I got myself into?
Jennifer,
see that.
what's the link? She said that
Jennifer
she
Coffindale.
first day of
On
school is
Jennifer
tomorrow. She
Coffindale.
gave us
Here.
the time, but she didn't give us the which live
It was
it is.
around last Tuesday, right? So that'd be 7-ish days ago. So there's this one with these drunk turkey guys. So
Well, would it be?
I'll
It's
just
with
scan through.
Thornbridge, isn't it?
Well, we'll have
Yeah.
to see because I don't know.
That's what she said, though. She said it was with Thornbridge, I believe.
I'll scan through.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was
I
an
missed
hour
that
and 12 minutes in.
So it's not that one.
I got a
This
shameless
is another one.
out of my pity party.
You have to change your bar of soap.
Huh?
Did you say you have to change your bar of soap?
I probably should. I said I got a sub out of my shameless pity party that I had just a few minutes ago.
Oh.
D. Hudson came over and said, "Hey, I subbed." I was like, "Thank you."
Someone else is in there. Mustang now.
I see Mustang. Yep.
I just put all of your links in there. Oh, I subbed to all. Bev Mac just said. Now, Lady Bond, new subscriber. Hi. I think that's you, Wayne.
Nice. Susie Sunshine, thank you.
Kim just subscribed.
Mustang.
Oh,
Hey,
thank
Mustang
you.
sent me a song over today, y'all. I'm going to try to play that on my stream tomorrow during one of our. We're probably going to have like 15 breaks tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I need to be cool. But yeah, so Mustang sent me a song over today that he made for me. And he's a big Alabama fan, and I'm a big Georgia fan, and he made it about.
Mustang is a lady.
I'm sorry?
Mustang 65?
Excuse me. Yeah. My bad, y'all. Carry on. I've been online too much today.
Yeah.
That
That happens when you're on for a
It was
long
Major
time.
Rammer Jammer, not Mustang. I apologize, Mustang.
No,
All right,
it's
I'll
all
see
right.
myself.
Oh, he
locked
has the
out.
wrong Jennifer. It's Thornbridge. He said, not that Jennifer. He said they said go to Thornbridge, and it's an hour and 12
so it's not on
minutes.
Coffee Baptist. It's on the actual.
Thornbridge,
Oh, it's on the
yeah.
other. Okay, so Thornbridge. What is it called again? Thornbridge X Unfiltered or something?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that. It
Thornbridge.
should pop up.
Thornbridge.
Oh, there it is.
There it is, right there.
They're really
And
good.
then Gina D9576 said, could a private investigator find what everyone else missed for Nancy Guthrie? I mean, I personally, they should get, you know, it's so crazy. Like, and I'm not even kidding about this,
7
guys.
days.
I start Googling Dog the Bounty Hunter today. And because I used to follow his show, like I loved him and Beth, God rest her soul. But I feel like they should literally bring in Dog the Bounty Hunter.
And they,
He's-
I mean,
he
he solved
did
a lot of
insert himself.
crimes.
No, I thought he inserted himself into this a few times, isn't he?
Oh,
Did he?
I
Yeah.
think so. I could be wrong.
I've heard. I read a couple of things that he was
He's,
trying to come out.
He's commented about this and stuff.
Also, have you guys, we literally asked about this. We thought it was so crazy. I don't know if you guys heard of it. Did you guys hear about the streamers prom?
Oh yeah.
No, what? What's that?
You tell them, Max. It was so weird.
We've seen it. They're doing like a prom for a bunch of streamers.
Oh, is it on one
But-
of those troll channels?
No, it was like
it's real,
I
like
forgot
on
how it
X,
was.
and
I
you
don't
can't-
look at any
yeah,
of that junk.
but they're doing it like it's like everyone has to get dressed up. They're doing like food.
They want you to dual stream with your date.
stream. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
so
like
it's like one of those.
legit-
It's like those Razzie Awards when they kind of offer the bat, but the people still show up and treat it seriously.
Yeah, so they said they're gonna
Yeah.
give awards out for like the best
Uh-huh.
dressed. I don't know.
like different streams and
Oh,
stuff.
so it's not a
gonna
troll
be a whole
thing. I
thing.
thought you were talking about.
No,
something
no,
else.
no. It's a
No,
real.
no, this is
thing.
real.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a date, y'all. Who's going to volunteer?
Well, we're trying. That's the thing. It's like you hear about it and then it goes underground. So I don't know
Be
if it's
Mustang, I can tell you that.
like, yeah.
Well, no. Yeah, you'll have to make it up to her. I'm not sure. She
You
may.
could take Misty.
Yeah.
Yes, I brought Misty on a date already tonight to PI 56's.
I think
Aw.
Misty will take Wayne, and then
Yes, it's more like
So-
it,
yeah.
to be honest with you.
Wayne will.
She finally came to my
Whatever you
channel
buy.
and said hello, y'all. I
Oh,
couldn't
good night,
believe it.
Marie. This isn't
I'm
the
not sure what
video.
timestamp
Which
we're
one
looking
is it,
for.
Jennifer? Do you know what the date was? Can you write that in the chat? What the
Sure.
date was?
Yeah.
She said it's not the
She
video.
said last Tuesday, right? So that would be what? Today's Wednesday, so 8
so
days
8
ago.
days ago?
This is the only one from 8 days ago. There's one from 4. Oh, here he is. Here, it's this guy, Bill Garcia.
Oh
I
yeah.
recognize
How did we
Wait,
not
that
see
guy
that?
looks so familiar. How do we know?
This is
Where do
him.
we know him from? And she said an
That-
hour and 12
days
minutes, I
ago.
think.
Oh,
He looks
okay.
like the uncle from Spy Kids. I
I've
don't know
never
if you
seen
guys-
that.
Yeah,
I've seen this
that's
guy.
probably only my generation. So I don't know if anyone else is going to know the reference.
So she said around an hour in.
An hour
Hour
and 12.
Well,
Oh, I'll find it.
Chris said,
So
tell him to stop picking his nose.
So
What?
here's an hour and 12 minutes in.
Was I picking my nose?
I don't know who.
It's
Tell me if it's too loud. Here, I got 1 hour
Sure,
and
I
12
was
minutes.
not.
1 hour 11 and 50
of
seconds.
deceased.
I'm just going to use the restroom quick. I'll be right back.
The East Bellevue case.
And anytime you guys want to interject, I'll put the volume down a little bit so you can talk if you want, and I'll pause when I hear you. If you guys hear something, we obviously would want to give these two the credit. An exclusive interview with this guy. We'll look at it a bit. We'll pause and interject. I'm sure they wouldn't mind us looking at this. And I'll like, and I think I've subscribed on my other account. I'll subscribe again, and we'll share this link for you guys if you want to watch it in full. We're not going to watch it in full. We're just going to do this for Jennifer. She wanted us to check something.
You're getting really good.
A doctor who went missing.
I'll put the link in.
You know, a decapitated head was found, and other elements that indicated who had been the perpetrator of that particular death. And that person actually died on the operating table before he was able to be arrested. He was also a doctor. And so, you know, I thought I had seen everything.
Gosh.
Not true. Not true. Every day is a new case, is a new situation. And one of those situations actually has me pretty intrigued in Nancy's case.
Do you want to discuss any of it?
I think it's important. I think if I had gone to law enforcement prior to discussing it publicly, it might be shelved or it could be buried. And so yesterday, while I was going back, and you have to go back over and over and over just to make sure you got everything down and make sure that you have everything covered, and not missing anything. Well, when I was doing one of these vetted searches yesterday, I pulled up Nancy, and because we're vetted, we have access to a lot more information than anybody in the.
Wow. So he hopefully is going to divulge. Now, to say I've seen this guy, but I've seen him in other interviews with Jennifer Coffindaffer and stuff. So he's
Yes.
interesting. We'll check him
I was
out.
gonna say
So
the same
you guys,
thing. He was in
there a
his
comment?
Yeah, when he
What?
was doing the interview with Coffindaffer, I'm pretty sure is who it
Mhm.
was. He was sitting in his truck and he was wearing a
Yes,
cowboy hat.
that's
Yeah.
where I remember him. That
Mhm.
was like a month ago, wasn't it?
yes.
So,
Yeah, about a month ago for sure. And then
I
he
didn't know
didn't
about
get
this.
too much credibility because some of the simple facts he was messing up. Stuff
You
that
know what?
we
That's true. I
Mhm.
do remember that, and I
Yeah.
wasn't impressed. I
Yeah.
do.
And people
But
have
also,
they wrote him off because of that. But he's reappearing now on this show. Almost
okay,
like the
I
desert
do.
searching people too. They've reappeared on this show in the same fashion, you know. Like they had
I'll
the
have to
hot
check that
lead
interview out again.
just
I,
over the border, and you know that same group of people came back out and they made an appearance on this show.
right.
Hmm.
Oh, was it that group? Yeah, the group of the Mexican search group finding bodies in the buried.
That's the
Or was
ones.
that something different?
No, that's you got it exactly right.
There was a group of there was a group. I forget the name of their search group, but they
Like
would find
Corazones or
mass
something.
graves.
Yep.
No, they were in Mexico. They were finding like mass
Yeah,
graves and
it's
all
called
those things.
it's called
You found like
Corazones
21
or something
people.
like that, right?
What was it, Max? Sorry,
I
say it
think
again.
it's called Corazones, like heart in Spanish, something, right?
We'll have to
I
check it
believe
out.
you're right. I
The
think
group
that's
in Mexico. I have it written down somewhere on one of my notes, but
yeah. And
So
they
the
keep
interesting
getting,
thing, he just go on.
go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say they keep getting phone calls from the person who claims they know exactly where Nancy is under a tree, and they tell her that they got really close to finding Nancy, but they didn't look under the right tree, and this and that. But they have uncovered like 20 bodies in this location. It's a notorious place for getting rid of bodies already. But so it was kind of out on the news. It was brought out on some of the bigger channels. It was talked about, and then they kind of faded off a little bit because it didn't get really serious traction. And then they made like a reappearance here on TBX Unfiltered. And then this guy is pretty much the same story because, he was on another show. He was, like I said, he was sitting in his truck. He had his cowboy hat on and he was interviewing. And I'm almost positive it was Jennifer Coffindaffer. I love saying that name. And
we have
a lot of mistakes. Looky
special
here.
guest,
We
special
got it.
guest star Chris. What's up,
I don't
bro?
know how long you've been there, Chris, because I just realized someone was at the bottom.
No, I haven't even been there 20 seconds yet.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I saw it
Who's
pop
this?
up, and I'm like, I knew someone.
We're looking up to you.
Who's this We Investigates guy?
I don't know. He just
He's
jumped
a
in.
pain in my. He's been like in my chat bothering me all day.
A thorn in your ass. You can say it. A thorn in your
You know
ass.
what I mean?
It's okay to say.
You know what he likes to do? He likes to pick on people. That's what he does to me. Just because of one little ghost issue.
No. I just
You
love
see a
your
ghost.
accent. That's all.
Yes. Man, listen, everybody, if you didn't see PLC's live last night, please go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
I'm not even going to tell you what happened. Just go
all
back
right.
and watch it and make sure you have popcorn and something to wipe away the tears because it was funny.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. You got to go see it. But can I give my 2 cents in on the death certificate?
Oh yeah, I'm curious about that. That is crazy. Also,
So-
Alex just sent me something else. I'll forward it to you, Shibby. It's actually interesting. Let's see.
So if the dates are correct for the death certificate, right? That would tell you what? That would tell you that they knew she was dead before what day?
The day she was even taken.
Can't do it. It won't happen that quick. So they would have had to know she was already dead days before. Because when you file for the certificate, you don't get it immediately that day. You have to wait a few days and pick it up, or they send it to you.
Well,
So-
without a body, it would have to be months later. Like,
Yeah, probably
like there's a
even,
legal
would-
process, right?
Yeah. So they would have had to know weeks ago that she was passed, or even months ago. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. Now I heard from, I don't know, it was somebody in Arizona. I don't remember who, but they said that checkbox in that box was an accident. But that to me still doesn't make sense. But who's in there with a death certificate anyways? You know what I'm saying? All they're going to be doing in that paperwork, because that is on, I believe the guy said that checkbox is also on the missing person paperwork at some point. But don't take that death certificate as much, because I say it's fake and bogus.
She said that
I agree with that, Chris.
Jennifer said that he didn't say that there was an actual death certificate. So I'm curious. I haven't seen.
No, the box was checked.
Got it.
So this isn't new. This is old. This death certificate thing
Just
is
make
old.
sure you got everything.
Sorry.
It's about a month ago that it came out that there was a death. Somebody found a death certificate.
Right.
But you got to remember, if you look at and you just look at look at your timeline. She was reported missing what day? The 1st, right?
Mm-hmm.
February 1st, right?
Yeah, that morning.
They didn't call the homicide detectives until 2 p.m. the 2nd. So you're telling me from 2 p.m. on the 2nd, when they investigate and say, okay, this is an abduction, that in less than 24 hours they had a death certificate thing? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't fit.
Yeah,
It
no,
doesn't
without a
work.
body, you'd never get it. Within the
No,
first 3, 4, 5, 6 months, it would take years.
No, I just don't want you guys to. Oh my God, that's it, because it's not real. It ain't happening.
So then why did this happen? That's why I'm confused.
Listen.
Yeah, that's what
here.
Liz is asking. She said, "What is there a death certificate for her?" I don't understand. Someone explain.
Remember, there is no death certificate. It's only the paperwork where it's checked off on the box. That's it. There's no death certificate.
Yeah, I understand that, but why did it happen? Like, how does that? That's a pretty big mistake.
What exactly is that paperwork, Chris? Can I ask you that?
I don't know 100%, but it's some paperwork that has to do with her missing. And on that paperwork, there's a box that you check if, I don't know, whether there is a death certificate or one's being created.
Maybe play the video, Jennifer.
Yeah, let's go back, because people said go back to the video. Let's play that a little bit longer.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe they'll give us an explanation.
And I have the other video too, and I have that website ready to go after this. Okay, one you emailed me.
General public. And what I noticed.
So, that's why I paused here, because he was about to allude to he should be able to know more stuff with his privilege. He says he's able to. He's privy to more information. He alluded to as a private investigator. So we'll see what he says.
In her comprehensive report, there's a box, and it listed Nancy Guthrie as deceased. And I said, okay, that's interesting, because normally for them to be able to do that, you need a death certificate. And so this particular box said Nancy had expired. She had died. Her date of death was listed as February 1, 2026.
Okay. The day she was missing.
Wait a minute. That's the day she went missing. How could that be? And then it went on to indicate that this had been filed in Maricopa County, which is where Phoenix is, a little over 100 miles away from Tucson. And it's like, okay, well, I'm looking for any kind of residential address that she may have had a home there, and there is none. Now, there is other family that have residences in the area, but nothing that directly links to Nancy. And then as I looked further into that particular box, it indicated a very specific zip code of where she had been reported to have expired. And I'm not going to discuss that part of it.
Yeah, why do you do that?
But typically, in 35 years of doing this, and in 20, I think with this company, I've been with them about 24, 25 years. They had actually bought out the company that I had been with before, so I kind of got moved into this company. And in all those years, I've never seen this kind of a situation occur. So my thought is, okay, Are we not being told that she's been found and they're continuing their investigations? Could that be why law enforcement is not on the ground searching? Could it be that's why they didn't allow the Cajun Navy to come in? Because typically they go pretty much everywhere. They've gone places I've gone. They've gone places abroad. I mean, they were on the case in Aruba and other cases where they do know what they're doing. They're a large
Hey,
group.
Bill,
They've got experts, and they got the money to do it.
is there a
Bill,
way that when you were looking at this information that you could verify that you have the right Nancy Guthrie, like, I don't know, a place of birth or a social
well,
or
the
something
age.
that, only your
I have
eyes
it
would
all.
know?
I have it all. I've got date of
Wow.
birth. I got her social. I've got her address.
So I think it's very, in many cases, I've seen people, you can recreate those death certificates with all the info I know. I could fill a fake one out and put it online.
I can print one off for you right now if you want to.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, right,
But
Chris, to do that.
I'm not even saying that. All I'm
No,
saying
but
is
just
that
the legal process would not meet these standards. It would have to be done through a whole thing. You can declare someone dead without their body present, but it's not a simple process, and it's a whole.
yeah,
it's
and you
illegal-
have to
it's
sway the
illegal.
attorney to even go do it.
Yes,
Because they got to
yes.
go stand in front of the judge and fight and say, "Hey, this lady's missing. It's been
Yeah.
6 months. We thinking she's dead." The judge could say, "You know what? What's her name? You guys just mentioned 9 months. You know what I mean? Like people that are found after a year or two. Some of the judges say, "Hey, let's just wait a little longer."
Jennifer's saying it's not a death certificate, though. What is it, Jen?
No, it's not. It's not a death certificate.
So
It's-
are they
it's
just
the-
filing to have this process started?
It's the box that says that she's deceased. So what he's saying is that paperwork is claiming that she's deceased.
Ah,
But
so it's
what's
just
the
been filled
paperwork?
out.
So
Probably
it's
to
what
start this
it's what-
process.
yeah, it starts the process.
Yeah,
Remember,
that's what it says.
all
So
they got to do
who
is
filed
take
this paperwork? I mean, where did it come from?
family. The family. No,
The family?
if this is the process for them to get the death certificate, because that's what they need to sell the house or do anything with her property right now.
And he saw that the family has put in an application, let's call it, for a death certificate. That's what this guy's saying to us.
That's what I take from that. But
Right.
yeah, it's just it ain't. And he's saying that the death certificate or that box checked was on the
Right.
1st. That's the day she went missing. They hadn't even called the cops yet. I mean, they called the 911, but
Yeah.
nobody had been there to investigate yet. They didn't come until 2 p.m. the next day, so they already knew she was dead then.
Did he
So
say
this is
where
all-
he saw this, supposedly saw this piece of paper at?
On
Was it
his
at the corner,
computer.
or was it with the judge, or was it at the courthouse?
No, it's whatever software he has that he uses. He saw it in there because he can go. Private investigators can go in and get not all information, but they can go in and get a good chunk of. They can check for warrants. They can check for Social Security stuff. They can do that, but that's where he saw it. He says, but listen, this guy has solved 1/3 of all of his 300 cases, but he's also made some huge mistakes in a lot of cases.
I believe that.
And when he did that interview, me and Shibby watched it together. When he did that interview with Jennifer in the truck, as soon as I listened to him, I gave him an X and counted him out.
I did the same thing.
He was just saying some stupid stuff. Like, I mean,
I remember that. We did watch that.
I was like,
we did.
it just. Like,
So did
I get it.
the true crime community wrote him off at that point.
Yeah, like he's done some great work though. He really has.
I believe that too. Yeah,
But-
that's why I wanted to look into him further. Like maybe he's got his stuff together now, and he was just trying to speculate on some stuff he didn't know and things like that.
I mean, that's probably one piece that he should have kept to himself until he could say, "All right, let me talk to somebody," because he probably can, and say, "Hey, what is this all about? Why is this checked if she's still missing?" You know what? He shouldn't have came out with that. I mean, look at who am I? I'm
They
here
may not,
cleaning the school, so who the hell am I? But
they may not let him get close to that information again if that's true. They may be like,
No,
okay,
I mean,
dude.
'cause, so say if say if Shibby came out tonight and said, "Oh, hey, I saw the death certificate, blah blah blah. Yeah, I seen it everywhere." What would happen? People would start freaking out, and everybody be like, "Oh my God, she's dead!" And then, how'd you hear? Well, Shibby told me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have kept that quiet a little bit so you could dig in and find out more. I mean,
also, this bison head looks a little small to me. Aren't bison bigger than this, or is that really far back? Maybe.
No, I think that's a fake background.
Is it? No,
could be.
is it?
I think
thought
they're
it was
really in
their
their
real
living room.
house.
No, I think that's a fake background.
It does kind of look like it through here, but I always thought they were in their living
Wait,
room.
I think
No,
it's their
it's real.
house. Like they have a studio.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you sure? Because you could see
Yeah,
that
no, I've seen
moving
it.
kind of, and the background changes a little bit.
Could be. It could be.
Here,
I saw it.
I'll
Did you
I'll
see
mute it.
Ashley?
Maybe it
I'll
is.
play
The other night?
It's muted and playing. Who cares what he
Yeah,
says?
I think people want to keep watching it though. They're
Oh, they
chatting.
do?
They're in the thing saying "watch, play."
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's their house, for
we
sure.
have to stop and interject occasionally, so for copyright.
And they just step their game up and make their house as nice as mine. I mean, come
Oh,
on. man.
people said it's their house. Okay.
It
I
is
thought
their
so,
house.
too.
I promise.
Yeah. So here
Would
we
be
go. Let's watch
a proper document. So either and the death certificates aren't filed immediately. There's a lag time. It can be anywhere from 1 to 3 months, sometimes even longer. Sometimes they don't show up
if
at
there's a
all.
body,
So
And it's
why
been
this would
6
have showed up?
months. So
Is it
I'm
without a
sorry?
body?
and
Yeah.
it's been 6 months that she went missing.
It's a
So
different
So you're not
process.
saying you
I'm
saw
not
a death
sure.
certificate. You saying that you saw an entry in a register that's saying that had a date of birth. I mean, a date of death rather, and you had verifying or corroborating information of social, place of birth, and those kinds of things, or something to know it was the right
Correct.
person. Wow.
I would not come forward with that kind of information if I wasn't absolutely sure that that document's there. I
That's
got copies of
incredible.
it. I got copies of it because I don't want to be told, "Oh, you're just making things up."
Let's see 'em.
Because in this world, if you can't prove it, it didn't exist. It didn't happen.
So I just Googled it, AI, and it says to obtain a death certificate when a body has not been recovered, a formal court order of a declaration of death must be issued by a legal court. Standard medical certificates cannot, so it's not even a death certificate, be signed without physical proof. So families must petition the court using evidence of disappearance, peril, or prolonged missing period. The requirements of a declaration of death: perilous circumstances, proof that the person vanished during a high risk or life threatening event, such as a natural disaster, plane crash, or severe accident, or probably kidnapping. No communication, evidence that the person has not been seen or heard from by anyone who would normally receive contact. Reasonable inquiries, documentation showing that police, family members, or authorities conducted extensive and unsuccessful searches, and statutory wait times. If there is no specific evidence of immediate danger or peril, a mandatory waiting period, traditionally up to 7 years, must pass before a court will presume death. But that's without immediate danger or peril, which is,
Right.
in this case, that's present. So forget that last one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
just
it's a declaration
too
of death.
weird. Yeah, like I mean, even like I don't know if you guys have had to deal with it or not, but when my mother passed, I mean, she passed from cancer. They knew everything, but it still took 2.5 months to get it because what happens when you tell them that she's passed and the death certificate gets filed to get? They seize the bank accounts, so you can't do anything with the bank accounts until
they freeze
you get
everything.
the death certificate in hand, and then you can start doing whatever you need to do. So, and I get what he's saying, and hey, it probably is checked, but if you have it, show it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this guy's
I'm with you
bad.
too.
You know what I'm
Know
saying?
it.
But
Right.
Bring it
If
up.
you got copies of it. You said it
So,
yourself, Bill Garcia.
But what I'm saying is that he's not saying that he has a death certificate. He's just saying the box
know.
wasn't checked. But in the next episode of theirs, if you go to the very, very end, and I don't have a timestamp on it, but you could fast forward through it. He did
good.
send her a snapshot. But if you'll play the full thing and let everybody hear it out,
Right.
and then
I
we
mean, it's
can
3
go to
hours
the
long,
next
this one.
video. No,
Or
we
just
don't
this
need
part?
to play anything 3 hours.
Just this part
By
then?
any means. Yeah, like keep going. It's just a couple of, it's probably maybe 4 or 5 more minutes at the most.
Okay. Because we've
then he does
we've
have
played about 5 or
proof.
6
There is,
minutes already.
yeah, there is proof on the next video. If you go to the very end, he did send her a he was not on the live, but she had communicated with him. So on their next live, at the very end, there is a screenshot that he provided her of what he was seeing. So there
Oh,
is
that
kind
wreath.
of like,
Was it that wreath? I just saw it. Who was talking about the wreath earlier? Was that
That
it?
was
Sorry,
Sal.
my mistake. I didn't.
The
I thought I
TBA
saw a wreath.
thing is that you see that's glowing. That's not real. That's just something you can put in your background
but I would say just
in
keep
your own room.
replaying.
But yeah, I
Well,
got
she
some
actually is a home
Arizona people.
interior decorator.
I got some Arizona people
Yeah.
in my chat saying
She
they
actually,
check their records themselves, and there's no petition for a death certificate because that's what it would be.
I don't think there is. I don't think that's not really what I'm saying that we're watching. There is no death certificate, and he makes that very
No,
clear
not a
in
death
this
certificate.
video.
No,
A
we're not talking
petition.
about a death certificate.
We're talking about a petition when a family petitions the court
Oh,
for a
yeah.
death certificate. Yes, that paperwork
Yeah.
that the family would have to fill out is what he's saying he
Right.
saw.
Well,
And
from
so
what I
that's what we want
understand,
to
what
see
he's
proof
saying that
of.
he
And
just
I've got other people from Arizona saying that they have checked the court records themselves, and there is no petition for a death certificate.
Now,
I didn't.
those declarations can be different elsewhere. I was reading, they may be different
Yeah.
in different states and provinces and countries. So.
Right, right.
Yeah, I didn't really get that the family was petitioning anything. I just got that he was reading that off of the software that he received for his own knowledge.
But I wouldn't
But-
doubt the family petition. I'm sorry. I
Well, they'd
wouldn't.
have to do anything with her
Yeah.
assets because
I think
unfortunately,
they
a
wanna
few
sell
months
the
ago,
house, but-
my
not
brother
6
passed
months.
away
Yeah.
without a will. My brother passed away. So when someone passes away without, I'm sure she had a will, but it's really hard when they don't have a will, especially.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So,
No,
I
and
mean, even if
Go
he
ahead.
saw it online, it would be the family, having to fill that out, asking the court for something. I mean,
right. And if you can't find it in the court, then that check box means nothing.
yeah. Did he say who? Did he give a
Well-
name?
well,
Like,
Well, there's still more 5 more minutes.
What he-
Jen's going to tell you that right
what
now.
he's actually
Sure.
saying was, and let me say this real quick, and then start the video until he's done. But and it won't be long. But what he's actually saying here is this is just what he's reading in the software that he has provided as a private investigator, that he gets more information than what the
Yeah.
people do. He's
Yeah.
not saying
he's
that the
privy to-
family
he's
has,
privy to more. Right.
he's privy to a little bit more information. He's not saying the family has done anything or has gone anywhere and filed any paperwork, done anything. All he's saying is what he can see as a private investigator on the inside.
Does he divulge any of that? Or I, guess we
did
could just
he
watch it.
say, like,
And
what
I
he
mean,
the
saw?
next
watch.
video.
It's not very long.
Okay.
I know, but also we have to kind of jump in every few minutes for
Yeah.
copyright purposes. So I'm not doing this to annoy you
Sure.
guys. I'm pausing
Yeah.
to interject so we can for fair use.
And they
So,
said last
here we
night.
go.
here,
Jen,
everybody-
thank you so much for finding all this for us. Are you want to stick around for
Of
this, or are
course.
you? Okay, you're
I'll stick
more than
around for
welcome.
a
You're
little
awesome.
for a little bit.
As long as you want. You're welcome.
Thank you, Jennifer. We
Didn't
appreciate
want
it.
to keep you if you wanted to
Of
get going.
course, of course.
Here we go.
So on Monday, I will be reaching out to the company who provided this information, and I'm going to question them. I'm also going to contact the agency where this should have been filed. So on one hand, it's okay, was she found, and people and everybody is kind of being kept at arm's length because they're trying to make the investigation stronger. Or could it be that someone somehow falsified a fake death certificate, filed it? Because once that's filed, if there's an affidavit or someone who can indicate that they're the executor of her trust or her estate, they can start taking money and or properties. And currently, I think that this case actually does involve a much larger picture, and it involves people who have left the country. I'm not going to go into what countries or who these folks are, but I do think that element's there, but it's being complicated by all the people who are putting out fake
Here we go.
fake news out there, essentially. And so, like I said, I don't listen to content creators because they are not journalists who have been trained and taught to check out their sources before they release them. So I just breeze right.
Just so I can interject here, I've seen
Go
quite a
for it.
few mainstream media get a whole lot of crap wrong. So I
Me
don't
too,
know.
and I've seen this guy get stuff wrong right at the very beginning.
Yeah,
He's
this guy
floating
alone.
in the truck with a
I've
cowboy hat on.
received a message from a few people that said he's got a few things wrong. This guy.
Yeah, he's got quite a few things wrong right off his very first interview about this case. He had like 4 or 5 things wrong right off the rip. That's why Chris wrote
Chris
him
and
off.
I was trying to bite my tongue, but I remember Chris and I watched that together.
I didn't even know he said
together.
anything bad about
We're
streamers
impressed.
before I said that. So
Yeah.
he's got no cred with me.
If you'll
He'll play
continue
it.
to listen,
Mhm.
if you'll continue to
Yeah, but-
listen, he kind of backtracks a little bit on that
Oh,
because,
okay.
he does.
I see what he's saying. We're not like people, Alex and JLR. They're not credentialed media, as so-called. But again, in the United States, you guys have that First Amendment, free press. They're allowed to do
he also
this.
contradicts himself a little bit here because he also says the mainstream media gets things wrong. So I don't know. I mean, he's
that's
probably old school,
Everybody
maybe
gets
a little
things
bit.
wrong.
Yep,
I mean,
even
that's
Yeah, he's
licensed
not
private
perfect.
investigators get things wrong.
Some of them, like TMZ, get it wrong, and then on one day, and then they bury it like on 100 page. It's on the headline news the front day, right? They get all the ratings, and then the next day or week they bury it on page 132 or something. You know, way
Their apology for
tiny little. Oops, sorry.
And if I'm not mistaken, Shibby and his last interview with
Jennifer?
was
Coffin
with
Effort?
Jennifer.
Coffin Effort.
He was told by the FBI to leave it alone. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah, he was told to back off, leave it alone. Why? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's been told to leave it alone. It doesn't matter who you are.
Well, yeah, seeing
They
as how
don't. They don't want.
he had the area
They
shut down so he could search their property. So
Yeah, but they don't
he
want
has the
anybody
full-
involved. They don't want anybody involved in this. It's very sad. I mean, it's like they just want it to keep to themselves, but that tells me that they know who this is.
I mean, and unfortunately, it looks like even a few of the major news sources are amplifying probable or suspected evidence, which doesn't pan out, can't be substantiated, but they're using it anyway. And I don't like that because it makes the job for law enforcement and for us that much more difficult. And so when law enforcement is, I'm sure they've spent millions of dollars. Now they're involved in lawsuits for civil rights harassment. You know, it becomes extremely, extremely costly.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have to be. There should be some kind of parameters that dissuade you from putting fake information out there. You can't just be doing this for clicks and giggles. You know, it just doesn't work that way. This is serious. These are
Right.
people's lives.
Well,
You know,
we're
do we
honored
think we're
that
gonna
you
find-
came on ours, and we don't have, we've only been doing this for about a month, so we're really honored that you chose to come on our show. We really appreciate it. I think
Well, I saw what you put out there, and I feel that it's very, very competent, and it's very clear, and it's very concise, and I think you guys do a good job. And these are the kinds of programs that actually let the public know what's going on. The community needs to know in case there's any other kinds of dangers. Do I believe we're going to find Nancy? Absolutely. I don't know what's kind of situation, but when we travel, we've got full medical gear, we've got extrication gear. Not to say we're going to go out and pull her out of whatever location she's at. Most likely, when we do find where she is, we're going to put the place under surveillance, and we'll have law enforcement in. But at the same time, I would like to say that if you were involved with Nancy's disappearance, and you are feeling the pain and the intensity of what is occurring, and you want to reach out, I will more than be happy to speak with you, to communicate with you.
So why would someone want to reach out to this guy though? I'd
That's
rather
what
reach out
I'm
to Jim.
saying. Who is he? Like,
Jim at least wanted them to see what Jim did today. Jim offered the person, no, he won't do anything if they drove along a highway to throw a note out to just tell them where Nancy's body was. He gave him a date. He said tomorrow morning he'll go and check between this exit and this exit near some certain sign. He said drive along the highway, throw a note out the window, and I will find it. And once we find her, we'll take all the heat off of you. He's not going to report or try to investigate you. Just tell us where she is.
Yeah, just destroy the note, set the note on fire so they can't even trace it or anything like that. Just find Nancy.
Yes, Chris.
He even made the how-to video of how to put the note in the bag and everything.
Right.
We have our own private investigator out there. So I'd
go to Jim before this guy.
And it's not, and Jennifer, it's nothing about you, and don't take anything personally.
Oh.
I don't like this guy. I don't trust him. I just don't. Sorry, but
I don't know if he's deceptive. I just don't feel he's as.
He's not as good as everybody thinks he is. And I can't remember the case that he screwed up literally, and it was famous. It was a big case. They threw him off that too. It was a big name. I forget. I apologize. But I'll remember and tell you guys at some point.
It's all good. I'll research him up a little bit.
He's only human. I mean, he
Yeah, but he's human, and he's casting darts at people, and he's come right off the rip and made 4 or 5 mistakes in his very first interview himself, and then he wants to come throw mud at people who's trying to create content and has been invested in this case day and night for 6 months and saying they're not real journalists and stuff. He's not going to find any favor with me.
No.
I can't speak for anybody else, but somebody that comes at somebody else like this, who's made mistakes himself, I'm sorry. Sorry, dude. Go clean off your own back porch first before you come to mine.
Right. And hey, look, I hope he finds her. I mean, that would be great.
Me too. Absolutely.
It just, I don't listen to him anymore.
Yeah, I'm good. Anybody else can if they want to, and that's fine and dandy, but I'll be making sure to skip this episode for sure. That's just
But
me.
I just thought he said streamers and stuff put out fake news and content creators, they shouldn't be allowed, but you're a content creator, dude.
But also, he did say the mainstream media got stuff wrong too.
Oh yeah,
he's on a show right now that's creating content. He's literally on a show.
That's what I'm saying.
Saying that about the show, more or less.
Now, Jen, what was it again on the next one? Because I have that up. What was it? He said something was at the end.
Yeah, the next one, if you go all the way to the end, she's going to show a document. It's a white piece of paper.
Oh, the very, very end?
Well, and not past the animals. Like you got to go back before the animals.
Okay. This here is a document.
But there is a piece. It's very short. What is shown?
There it is. There, I just saw it.
Yeah. And that's what he sent her. You might play a little bit before so that you get the full back and forth.
Michelle, push our names off to the left, or push our faces off on the left side, I think.
Oh, hold on. Wait, there we go.
Yeah, that's good. So, wow. So what is this? A comprehensive report?
That's the software that he uses.
Yeah, this is from a private company though. This isn't from anything law.
Yeah, this is just one of those websites where you can find out information on people, right? I pay the extra money to get this.
Wait, it also says she was born in 1996 here, you guys. That's not correct.
No. I see date of birth 1942. Is it in 2 different spots?
1942.
Oh, maybe that's when she changed her name.
Date of the death. Wait.
Probably.
No.
It says date of death 2/1/2026.
Look right next to name.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's incorrect.
Isn't that odd? Why does it say that?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Nancy Long Guthrie from September 2nd, 1996.
Like, did she change her name in 1996? Because she was married.
No, she's been married for 50 freaking years. She didn't change her name. She just made it.
No.
What do they call that?
What is this name?
Her name is Nancy Long, and Guthrie is the husband.
So she hyphenated it.
Yeah, right. She hyphenated it.
Is that when she got her? So okay, yeah.
But like this is what I'm saying. This is basically what my point was, Jennifer. Is that You see this piece of paper right here? It means nothing. It's just from a third-party company. It means absolutely nothing, and he can't use this piece of paper for anything. I wouldn't have put this out. I wouldn't have sent this to them
February
to
1st
show.
is not her
It's
date of
not
death.
right.
February 1st is her date of that she was kidnapped.
Disappeared.
Taken or
Yeah,
disappeared.
kidnapped.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's the same day she was reported. That's the same day they called 911. So how would she be dead already that day? See,
So can they
look
figure
at-
out who created this document?
Yeah, it's that company. Whoever's at the top there. What is it?
I can't see.
I don't know if it said at the top. It was like in gray lettering, maybe. I don't know.
That was that was the title of the when I hover over it's the video's name.
Okay.
Yeah, so Allison asked, so where did that third party get it? Like who did this? Who provided them this information to create
Probably
this?
AI. Who knows?
It's
if
the
there's people doing
program
this.
that he uses.
Yeah.
So he can go in and
Relatives.
he can find social security numbers. He can find. He can't
Yeah,
get
just
bank
scrubs the internet.
information and stuff.
Scrubs the internet
Yeah.
and gives people like people related to each other and old phone numbers and addresses and yeah. There's
So
lots of
basically,
free
you know how
sites.
you got to pay for the people finder things?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
everybody's
that's
got
what
to
it
pay. He
Or like a
pays
credit
for
check?
this. Yeah, he pays for this, so he can go in and doesn't have to pay for the people finder or court
Yeah,
record type stuff. So it's just a third party company, and
This is irresponsible because it says the legend D equals deceased person and they've marked her D. Like I mean, this is totally wrong. This is so
Yeah,
wrong to even
I
do
mean,
this.
when you find errors on this page, you can just throw it away now. It means nothing to me. It's useless.
Okay, well, let's move on. It doesn't seem important.
No, I know. It's just
Yeah.
this is what I hate.
No, I
when
just-
somebody
yeah.
puts something out there and people are like, "Oh my God, this is so great," but when you dig into it, it's crap.
Now we were sent this website, Michelle. Did you want to peruse this at all?
Yeah, so what was Alex saying this had on it? I'm sorry.
Cold case files or missing persons?
Was
Maybe
Nancy
missing
on here?
persons. I could search. There's got to be a search box somewhere. I'm not sure. So talk amongst yourselves, and I'll find something here. I've just clicked it, and nothing happened.
So how's
Hey
everybody?
guys, I have to jump down. I've got to.
Yes,
do
Jennifer,
school in the
have a
morning and
great
all that
Thank you,
first
stuff.
day
Jennifer.
back to school. Have a wonderful day.
Yes.
You're going to do amazing and
Back
you'll
to
have
school.
a great week.
Well,
You a
I'm not
teacher?
going to do amazing. I hope my kid does amazing.
So I thought you were a teacher and like you're going back teaching tomorrow.
No. I just have to send my
What
kid
grade?
to
What
school.
grade is the kid?
10th grade.
Oh,
Oh
10th
boy.
grade.
Oh, that's a fun
boy.
So he
grade.
hates
Yeah.
everything. Life is
Yes.
life is terrible. Like,
Oh, yeah?
you know, like he doesn't care what he wears tomorrow,
No.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my 15-year-old.
You know, boys are
he's a
different.
freshman.
Boys are different.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
I remember when my first day of
I
school,
just wish he
growing up
would
as a
go to
kid,
school and
I used to
like
always put my clothing out, and I was so excited with the new clothing I had. So maybe I was different.
Oh yeah,
I
the
was
first
just-
day of school outfits are always lit.
Yeah. I would keep it
Oh,
out
yeah.
there for like a week. I was staring. My mom wouldn't let me wear it. I was like, I can't wait to get back to school. Even though I
I
didn't
was
want to go,
just
I wanted to wear those clothes.
I was just excited to go to school, smoke butts, hang around, do a little drinking, and have a good time.
Oh, that was more high school for me. Yeah.
That was high school for
Yeah,
me. That was my first day.
that's not how it is at my house.
Mm.
Like,
Well,
he's
thank you,
like,
Jen.
"Mom,
You're
I don't
awesome.
care about the
Yeah, thank you
clothes.
so
Like,
much, Jen,
who
for bringing
cares
that
what
up
they
and
wear?"
being
Yeah.
able to watch with us.
True.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool.
of course. Anytime. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Yeah, have a great
Thank
night.
you, Jennifer. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Okay,
Bye.
you too. Bye bye.
I actually think I might end it. I have to get up early tomorrow. It is
Okay.
work
Yeah, we
week
can do that.
for
It's been very
Oh,
good. How about I'll look
work
into this
week.
and we'll continue with this later at another date. All the other stuff we missed. Yeah, it's been a perfect show. We should leave on a high note.
Mhm.
Yes.
I feel
Wayne,
I feel
before
bad.
Wayne, Shibby, and Chris ruin it for everyone, right?
Right.
No,
I
it
feel
was
bad.
great. I think this was it was very formative. And I feel like going back and reviewing those videos and having you guys pinpoint what was not true on them, I think that's important because there's a lot of people
Mhm.
who probably are following thinking that was accurate information. It needs to be called out if it's not.
Right,
Now,
and
Chris,
that's
what do you feel bad about? You were going to say you felt
no.
bad
I
about-
felt bad. Like she was pushing it so much, and I'm like, hey, it's fake. It's not real.
Mhm.
I feel like we bursted her bubble a little bit, but that's why
Ooh,
I think that's what makes us all good. We dug into it and
Play
we
there,
were
my
able to prove, hey, look it, there's more than one thing wrong on here. And so I felt bad. I felt like
that's
I was
okay.
being
I
a jerk.
think, like I said, I think it brings just awareness to what is real and what is not.
We just need to keep the conversation going, and that's what we did tonight. So,
yeah,
Awesome.
mhm.
So
I
make
thought
sure
you
you
were
get
doing
to
a
everyone's channels.
performance or something. What's up?
Oh
What'd you say?
no, the
What do you mean,
performance.
no?
The performance
has
was
to
if I
hit
reached
400.
400, and that hasn't
Just
happened
pretend you
just yet.
Oh, congratulations, you reached it. Now see the performance.
Oh,
No, he needs like 60 more.
60 more. It'll come
And
once we hit
what-
2
Yeah, but
someone.
I'm trying to get them right now. I want to see some performance.
He already broke the fan out. He gave you a little sneak peek.
You can go to our girls' night live, Chris,
What
if you didn't
fan?
watch it. Oh,
I was on there the other night. Oh,
Did you see when I had my costume on, my wig? No one say what it was. Don't spoil. But Chris, did you see?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, I
I
was lurking. I was lurking in the
Michelle,
background.
Yes.
Michelle, can you do me a favor? There's a Lauren in my chat. Lauren Davis, can you highlight her comment, please? And
Yes. I saw that. I did highlight it. I just don't think it was up long enough.
Lauren, thank you. That's so
please.
sweet of you, Lauren. Thank you. Yes, Chris.
I paid her. I paid her to say that.
Yes, it's going to get to my head, Chris, and you guys. Thank you. That's so sweet.
Jennifer said, "Hey, I'm not hurt by your opinions. We all have something to say." And that's what's actually
No,
great
Jen.
about this is
Thank you,
the
Jen.
more conversations that you have, like we're just working off different theories, ideas between each other, and we'll keep doing that because I think at the end of the day, something's gonna have to fit into this puzzle.
And look at how much fun we've had talking with each other too, and getting along, and it's always good.
Yeah. It's always going to be positive on my show, never negative. Everyone is welcome. It's amazing. And I'm just so happy that you guys came on panel tonight. Good night, everyone. Potentially the next time you see Max and I, we will be in Arizona, heels on the ground. So we will see. I think the rest of the week is going to be a little crazy. Maybe we'll hop on the afternoon at some point, but we do need to finish packing and all of that. So
when you get to Arizona, the first picture I want to see is you guys standing in front of Nancy's house, like,
that's what yes.
We have a lot of great content coming and just gonna be getting Nancy's name out there, doing a lot of great stuff. So
now, do you want to give the people a chance to say goodbye? They can have 4 minutes.
I'm going back to work. Love you guys. See you later. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Everyone.
Bye.
Oh,
We still don't like you.
Don't listen to those ghosts, dude. Don't listen to the ghosts.
Go to bed, Go to bed. I don't like you anymore.
Thank you, everyone. Everyone
Bye,
saying
guys.
safe travels to
Chris,
us.
thank you, everyone. We love you guys.
Never liked you.
You want to unshare the screen, Michelle, so it's on us?
Yeah, what happened? What's all
Okay,
those?
I was gonna play this, but it's okay if you want to share that.
Oh no.
I was gonna play that for the people.
Oh,
That's
play
my
it.
song.
Oh yeah.
No. It's up to you guys. If you wanted to end now,
we'll go
Michelle,
out
or
with
you wanted
this.
to. Yeah, I was gonna say we can just make sure we can drop all our links in. I'll put the volume down so you guys can still talk too. How about this? Tell me when it's a good volume so we can still talk and say our goodbyes.
This sounds good.
Make sure everyone gets. Yeah, make sure everyone gets to the other chats. We're going to put links in our chats. Make sure you get to Wayne's and Chris's and mine and Max's and Michelle's. All right. So you got 4 minutes, guys. Say your goodbyes. And here we go.
I'm
Talk
going to
over
go
as much as you
first.
want.
Good night, Shibby. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Good night, Max. Good seeing you. I can't wait to see you in Arizona. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I'll listen into you, Wayne, tomorrow because I want to.
Awesome.
I'm following that case now with you.
Okay, cool. I'll be there at 9 a.m. Y'all come on over and chat it up with me.
Okay.
She's from our state, so.
Okay. I did not know that.
Oh wait, what happened? Why did it?
So the links in chat. Who's? I got all our links here except for Wayne.
Yeah, I put them all in mine.
I'm sending Wayne's
now. Mine has it pinned. So what's Wayne's? WE. I gotta find it.
We investigate.
Say hi in my chat, Wayne, so I can then find you.
Okay. Let me find which chat that is yours.
It's okay. I can find you.
No, I got you.
I
Right
just put it in the private chat.
I got you right now. There. Hi.
Oh, there we go. So
I've got everybody's
Malcolm,
channel, including Sal's. I still have his open right now.
I'm putting everyone's now individually. I did it all
Cool.
together.
Yeah, we should have this ready each time so we can just copy and paste it. We say we're going to do it, but we're getting better each time.
Yeah, it is getting better. And then I
I
put
just
Wayne's.
gotta know when I'm
Wayne's.
coming on because
And
I just bounce around and pop up whenever somebody summons me.
Yeah. Well, we want to make sure before we end, instead of telling everyone just to take off, make sure you get to the other chats and like and subscribe to them,
Thank
share
you,
the love.
Shibby. I appreciate it. Okay, Michelle, I'll see you in my chat tomorrow. Thank you for having
I'll
me
be
up.
there.
I'll come by too.
Bye,
I'll
Wayne.
come by.
Thank you,
Good night,
Shibby.
Wayne. Thanks
I'll
for
pop
really,
in too.
all right. Awesome, guys. I appreciate it.
See you
Thank
tomorrow.
so
Good
much.
night.
Wayne.
Oh, thank you, Allison.
Good night, y'all.
Are we
Till next
ending right
time.
now?
Yeah, anytime you want. Anytime you
All
want,
right.
Michelle.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to everyone who joined panel, Sal, Shibby, Max, Chris, Wayne, Jennifer for hopping on. If I missed anyone, I'm so sorry, but everyone who was in the chat, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment to all of our channels. You will see it in the comment section. Keeping us alive. Next time you see us, we most likely will be heels on the ground in Tucson. So keep your eyes peeled, and we will see everyone soon. Have a blessed week, and good night.
Good night, Max. Good night, Michelle.
night.
Good night, everyone.
Night,
Thank you all.
guys. Thank
Night,
you.
Have
chatters.
fun.
We love you guys. Bye.
Love you
Love you all.
all.
Night.